What is up, New York Jets fans? Tonight is a great night. Tonight, we get to relax because tomorrow we are burying the Denver Broncos. It's that simple, folks. I am tired of all these games, worrying and being scared. And last week against the Patriots was the first game in a long time. From the beginning, you knew the Jets were going to win. And this week will be no different. Go, 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 Jets. Fight. Yeah, hit that Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. It is Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Long Island Sound, and I am so excited for tomorrow. Like, so excited to wake up to a 1 o'clock game that we all know that the Jets are going to just destroy, bury, demolish the Denver Broncos. Look, here it is, folks. If the Jets don't bury the Denver Broncos, then there's reason to worry. Now, I talked about this on Dano's show a little bit last night. He's, of course, live every Friday night at 9 p.m. And I said to him, you know, people always say there's no bad wins. Like, you can't be disappointed in a win. Yeah, you can. You could be very disappointed in a win. And it'd be if we go in there and beat the Denver Broncos by 3. Or if the Denver Broncos put up 3 touchdowns on us and we win 24-21. Some BS like that. That's how I could be upset about a game, because there are games that we have coming up on our schedule that are going to be a lot tougher than the Denver Broncos. And it is time for the New York Jets to assert their dominance over these teams that just don't even deserve to be on the same field as us. And yes, I'm cocky tonight. I am cocky tonight. And it's because I haven't felt like this. I haven't had a feeling like this since 1998. No, not 15 with Fitzpatrick. No, not 09 and 10 with Sanchez and Rex Ryan in that group. I still, all those games, you know, you're still worried. You're still, oh man, can the Jets pull this one off? The 98 season, once Vinny took over, it was like you knew going into the games. Like when we went into that Jaguars game, even when we went into the Broncos game, I thought the Jets were going to win. I thought we were going to the Super Bowl. And sure, they let me down in the very end. But that was a season I will always, always, always remember, because it's the one season in 40 plus seasons that I've been a Jets fan where I felt, and once again, there was like 1 or 2 seasons back with Kenny O'Brien. I think it was like 86, something like that. But I was like 6 years old and I was just starting to watch the team. So I didn't understand the game. I didn't understand, like I got it. Like I got what a touchdown was. I got what a field goal was. I got all that. I knew the players. I knew their numbers, you know, I got all that. Wesley Walker, 85, Al Toon, 88, Ken O'Brien, 7, Freeman McNeil, 24, the sack exchange, you know, 99 and 70, you go 73, I knew all this stuff, but I didn't get a true Jets dominant feeling in me till the 98 season once Vinny took over. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And that's what we can possibly have this year, folks. That's what we could possibly have this year. But the only way we can do that is by taking out the trash of the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos and teams that are on that level. The Jets need to assert their dominance. And hey, look, guys, tonight, I want you guys to all hit that like button on your way in. That's free. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. And I've told everybody last week and the week before, this is the last show of the month. So, guys, let's do those super chats. Let's gift those memberships. And once again, by the way, I did see some are already in, and I do really appreciate that. Hold on. I hate ads. Friggin' ads, folks. All right. Anyway, let's bring in my co-host, Maddie. We'll start getting to some of your comments. And like I said, super chats and gifted memberships. If you're new, become a channel member. And by the way, you'll notice, Maddie, I've told Maddie about this. What's up, Maddie?
What it is, what it do, what it be.
I was telling everybody, and I told you this already, you will now notice that your membership badges are no longer on YouTube, are no longer those little stars. They are now New York Jet quarterback numbers and names in the order that I think that they had the most profound effect on the New York Jets. It's just my opinion, folks. Just my opinion. But you start out as a new member, you get your Chad Pennington jersey, right? Pretty cool. Then you move up, and I believe at that point you get your Mark Sanchez jersey. Just a good, yeah. Then you move up, you get your number 6, your Mark Sanchez. And then you move up to Kenny O'Brien, number 7. Okay. And I think that's where we have our tops. But there's a few of you out there who are channel members who are coming up on the 6th month mark of being channel members. And you guys are about to get the Vinny Testaverde. And of course, the top level at a year would be Broadway Joe Namath. And then after that, whatever, we'll figure it out. And we will, oh, hi, people. There's people on the screen. But yeah, after Broadway Joe, we'll get to like a Super Bowl trophy, something to that effect.
My kid has a lizard in her hair.
Sorry. Okay, let's go live.
Ow, ow, ow. He's freaking out. Here, take your lizard.
Thank you, Dad.
God. All right, kid's head is safe. We can all breathe again. Jesus Christ.
Did she take the lizard and go pop it back outside, or are you holding it?
No, that's her lizard. That's Tad Cooper, her what's it called?
Oh, it's a family pet.
Yeah, it's her bearded dragon, and apparently he got his claws dug into her hair. So I had to pull her out, and now she's gone again. Yeah, that's my wife, the 17-year-old Kenny.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, Stack being the first person in here. We love you, Stack. Hit the like button on your way in. Yeah, folks. Guys, let's drive up that like. It's the last show of the month. Super chats, channel memberships, and likes. Let's jump those likes up. But I do want to point out that even before we started, ladies and gentlemen, our boy, the legend himself, Bobby Midnite, came in and gifted not one, but here it is. Let's give him the Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. Bobby Midnite comes in, gifts a channel membership. And then this may seem like you're seeing double, but you're not, because, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Midnite gifted another channel membership. Jets, Jets, Jets. So Bobby gets the night started off right. Okay, folks, 2 channel memberships gifted. I think one went to Stack, and he needed one. So that's good. I really like when channel memberships get to the people who are like loyal viewers of the show. Because Bob here, Stack said, thanks, Bobby. And and still, hey, maybe we'll have one coming in a little later. He says, we'll pay it forward, Bobby, my awesome friend. That's Bobby's awesome. Infrared is in the chat. Stack is in the chat. Todd is in the chat. We see him randomly. Go Jets. Hell yeah. Cousin Kenny's in here. And I saw this. I wanted to point this out. This is great stuff. By the way, folks, listen, hitting that like button means more than you think. Like right now, we have like 20 something people watching. The more you hit that like button, the more people in the algorithms on YouTube see that we are live, and then more people will start to flow in. And maybe our Dolphins and Buffalo fans will start flying in, and we can all attack them. It'll be great. But Cousin Kenny, channel member, says, Jets chant, please. I'd love if everyone went to Jersey Mike's this weekend because 20% of their sales goes to breast cancer research, which has directly benefited my wife in her battle, and she will get the Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. Hopefully she is doing all A-okay. I saw later on that he did say that she's a fighter and she's doing good, so that's awesome. Todd says, these are not just the same old Jets. They are the just win Jets. Hey, I'm okay with that. Hey, you want to hear something funny?
Talk to me.
Stack came in and wrote, hey, Unc Kenny. And I call him Cousin Kenny. But I found out today that there is a difference between calling someone uncle something and Unc. Did you know that?
I think Unc is like it's cool. And then
it's like a cool respect term. I was watching TD Finn's fan today. And I love watching him because he's basically the exact polar opposite of me. He's a hardcore Dolphins fan, but acts like me, goes insane. And I'm white and he's black. So it's like just we have the opposite tastes in football teams and we're opposite colors. So I'm watching TD Finn's fan. I really enjoy his work. And he is coming up on 40. Well, other than that, I mean, we aside from our skin color, we look like identical twins.
Like, yeah,
I mean,
I thought it was like CGI.
Well, we both have heads. We both have arms. We both wear hats.
Breathe air, live on Earth.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, there's so many things.
Yeah. And he was explaining that someone called him like Unc in the chat. And he was explaining how Unc is a term like for someone older than you, that you respect and you respect their opinions and whatnot. And he said, don't call me Unc yet. He goes, I'm turning 40 in, like a couple weeks or a couple months. Then I'll take on the Unc thing. But there's a different, he was explaining there is a difference between Unc and uncle. So you learn something new every single day.
Hey, Bobby,
that's why I love watching.
Yeah, you learn stuff. I learned all kinds of cool slang to embarrass my kids with.
Alan in the chat. Bobby still in the chat. Bobby, man, we've missed you, buddy.
Yeah,
we missed you. I'm sorry we messed with you the other night and you took it too seriously.
I'm not.
It was funny.
You know we love you.
Oh, Valerie's in the chat. First Lady Valerie, good to see you. And I know eventually Kim and Monique got to bust in here, right?
I'm sure they're probably.
Oh yeah, Ricky NY is in here. Jerome is in here. Scott is in here.
And for
guys,
in the house.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tonight we do have a lot to go over. We're obviously going to be going over the Jets Broncos game and our prediction for that game. That should be fun and nice and easy for me and Maddie because you know which way we're going. And then of course we have our week 4 picks, which we will once again put the disclaimer out there that please do not take what we say and go put money on it.
Or but don't blame us when you're, evicted from your home.
Yeah, when you lose your house, which my grandmother actually lost a few houses, but it wasn't on sports betting. It was Atlantic City. So, it is what it is. Ricky NY knows what's up. I hit something on the way in. And no, it wasn't like a guy outside who was bothering him. It was the like button, folks. It was the button. Hit that like button. Johnny Boy's in here. We can bring that up. You're going to be on Johnny Boy and Snowball's show tomorrow morning.
I am indeed at 10:15 a.m., which for me is 8 o'clock in the morning. So
nice and early for Maddie.
Getting up early on my day off, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it's fun. Like I said, everybody says it looks fun when I've watched it.
Well, when I was talking to you last night, and I told you like it's one of those shows that I went on that by the time it was over, I was like, oh shit, that's over already, because it's fun. It's just a fun show to do. Just swinging by and saying what's up. Everyone, smash the like and hit the sub. I think most of the people in here are subbed already, and we appreciate that. But if you're not, if for some reason you are in here and you are not, please do so. Yeah, Johnny, look, Unc is a respect thing for the some OGs, but what's that? OLGs? What does that mean? Now I have to learn what that means.
Nick is in the house. saved by our.
Oh, she's here?
Yeah, she just dropped in.
Awesome. Now we just have to wait for Kim.
By the way, her membership.
Who?
Nick got a membership from Bobby.
Oh, awesome. And Neek comes in and thanks him. That's awesome. Good job, Neek. You always, when people give channel memberships and whatever, I love for you to pay it forward. But the best thing you could do is definitely to thank the person who, sent you that channel membership. Hey, I see he's not here all the time. Great to see him. Richard from Jersey. Yo, Mike and Maddie,
Richard
how you doing?
Jersey. What's up, dude?
Haven't heard from him in a while.
A little while.
But yeah, guys, are you enjoying Original Gangsters? That's the meaning. No, I know OG, but you had something else in between. I know what OG means.
But yeah, I'm not dumb.
I'm not stupid. But folks,
in Connecticut, I'm still hood.
I am not hood. Now I did. I'll tell you what, man. I did live when I lived in for like 10 years. I lived in one house in Philly, and for 2 years I lived in another house. That 2 years, that was the hood.
That was pretty gangster.
It was gangster, South Philly,
Very
baby.
Nice.
But anyway, yeah. So we're about to get into our week 4 picks. We also are going to be introducing our new one of our new captains of the Midnight Mafia tonight. There's me and Maddie, right? And Maddie explained to me that I'd be the Don of the Midnight Mafia. And then what were you? The boss or the
underboss?
The underboss. Maddie's the underboss. And then we have a bunch of captains, capitans. And those guys are guys who have always access to the show for call-ins and whatnot. And that, of course, you guys know him, Sean Neutron, Tommy Jets. And we have a new one hopefully coming in a little later. Bobby, I love you, buddy. Philadelphia sucks. And you know what? Even though you spelt it wrong, that's still how it'd be pronounced.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, we know what he's talking about.
Yeah, we got it. All right, Maddie, let's talk about the Denver Broncos game. What is your thoughts?
I think that Denver, and by the way, I did call that game last week. I think Denver comes to Jersey at MetLife is just going to be on fire, and I just don't see Denver getting out of there with a win. I'm not going to say blowout, but I think it's going to look very similar to the Patriots game.
I would agree with that. I'm looking for at least a 2-score victory. I'm looking for us to be up by 10 or 14 by the half. Like if we're not,
is Jets by 8, and I think the Jets will definitely cover.
Yeah, I think we're going over that. I mean, it's just too much to ask. First off, we all know the Denver Broncos do not have the best team out there, right? And then to ask a rookie quarterback to, go not only have Aaron Rodgers on the other side coming at him, knowing Aaron Rodgers is going to be scoring.
Jets D is going to be.
But exactly. It's too much to ask.
I mean,
for a young quarterback.
The big question is Will McDonald going to get 2 sacks again this game?
He could.
I mean, we'll see, but I'm excited. Like I say, Sasha and I are going to go out to this bar that we always stop at. It's not really a bar. It's like a restaurant, bar and grill.
I love what you say. Me and Sasha are going to go stop at this bar we always stop at. And we all know that Sasha's like 10 years old.
Look, I don't judge you for getting drunk with your dogs, right?
I don't have dogs. You're the one with dogs.
Oh, shit. I don't know. I thought you had some sort of animal you got drunk with. At least mine can talk. And besides, I'm teaching her how to drive sticks, so I don't have to even worry about risking us anymore.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, we go to this little bar and grill. It's called Bout Time. It's got a little boxing theme, but they have these really good wings. So we're going to go down and actually watch the game. We usually just stop on our way down to the stadium when the Jets are in town over there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
You'll try to get a little video of the Jets scoring.
I might put a couple things on Twitter too. And then as soon as the game's over, she's in a play. So we have to fire our asses back up north further to get her to the play by 2:30.
I want to point out that every week that Alan's been in here, he's always literally like putting over hot chicks. The last two weeks, I want to say he was really going at Megyn Kelly.
Well, Avital is Latin for thirsty.
So there you go. It's
in his nature.
And here he comes in and says Trish Stratus still hot. That is absolutely true. She is. But yeah, I love it. And then one night, I don't know if it had to do with Alan. It might have. We got into that whole Tiffany Amber Thiessen thing.
Damn, thanks, Travis.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we want.
Out, homie.
Last show of the month. Jets. Travis comes in.
And I was actually one of the recipients.
He's not only a channel member, but he gifts the 5 Midnight Mike Show memberships. Maddie, who'd they go to?
One to me. I don't know who else got one. I don't know how to see that.
On YouTube. So officially, I'd like it if you were always had a tab open on our YouTube channel. So if something like this happens, you could pop over and be like, these are who got it.
Where does it say that?
It'll say right under where it says Travis gifted 5 Midnite.
Oh, here we go. Infrared, Johnny Boy, me, NY Jets Superfan, and Sean Bennett.
Nice. All deserving.
Thanks, buddy. I'm not keeping that open all thing, though. I got 2 daughters who stream all day.
You just need to pop over when something like that happens.
Okay, that I can do.
What do you mean they stream all day? Are we missing their Jet show?
No, my kids are always streaming shit. So like by the last 2, 3, 4 days of the month, they're like, you have used 90% of your bandwidth. Like, yeah, they're those people.
Maddie, despite being a bum-ass Rangers fan, speaks the truth. I'm watching the 6-part Netflix series on Vince McMahon.
That's I bet that's really interesting, to be honest with you. We all know I can't stand wrestling in general, but like the actual business of it, I think is really an interesting phenomenon. So I might have to check that out, Alan. Good looking out. And I am a bum-ass Rangers fan.
Let me explain something to you. She is still hot, especially for her age. And you know, some women just age like fine wine. Trish Stratus seems to be one of them. So it is what it is. Once again, Travis, thank you so much. That was awesome. I can't believe he came in. He's making this for look. I always try to hit, you know, kind of. I make a certain amount a month off of YouTube, and I'm always trying to beat the previous month because then it makes you feel good about yourself. You're like, oh, look at that. I beat the previous month. And Travis is definitely going to help out with that. So I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate that. Why, by the way, I saw somebody says, why do you feel bad for Mike? Who feels bad for me? Here it is. Cousin Kenny. Why do you feel bad for Mike? Nobody needs to feel bad for me, brother. I'm blessed. I am blessed. All right, let me go over my thoughts here on the Denver Broncos game, Maddie. I said it before. I personally think that the New York Jets need to basically bury them in the ground. These are the games that in past seasons, like last season, we beat the Philadelphia Eagles. We beat the Buffalo Bills. We pretty much beat the Kansas City Chiefs. But then we lost to the Chargers, the Raiders, all these teams we should have beaten. This is the season where if we actually beat the teams we're supposed to beat and split with the teams that are equal to us, which aren't that many, it's like 2, we're going to the playoffs, folks. And like I said, I still have a sour taste in my mouth from that 49ers game. So that whole Super Bowl talk is going to be gone until I see how we handle the Broncos. Do we take care of business? How do we handle going into London and playing the Vikings, who are hot right now? And how do we come back home Monday Night Football and play the Buffalo Bills? When we get past the Buffalo Bills game, come back to me, and maybe I'll have those Super Bowl aspirations back. We'll see.
Travis, styling it out again, buddy. Appreciate you. Hit him with the chant.
Wait, did I miss something?
No, he just super chatted.
Oh, hell yeah. Travis coming in. Let's do that. Jets. Travis, go Jets from Colorado. Hey, you're in Maddie country.
You're in Loveland? Shit, dude. I'm in Broomfield.
There you go.
Ron P got that one.
Get a drink sometime.
I was going to say, if you want to go to the bar with us, we're going to About Time on 80th and Wadsworth.
And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, Stack said he'd pay it forward, and he did. Jets. Stack, channel member, gifting 1 Midnight Mike Show membership. By the way, folks, all of you who are getting these memberships, take advantage and go check it out. There's a bunch of content, obviously, that is behind the paywall. I did a show with Tommy Jets last week behind the paywall. There's a few other ones that I did talking about like movies and stuff, and Maddie popped on and it was awesome. I think Nate popped on one of them.
Yeah.
I have my jersey burning, which, by the way, I had it written down somewhere. The Jets are 2-0 since I burned that jersey. Let's see how we do going forward. But yeah, and I think over this weekend, I said this to you, Maddie, tomorrow morning, my family leaves to go up to Massachusetts to do a whale watching like vacation for 3 days. I think I'm going to be popping. I think you're going to get some streams in that time. I don't know where, I don't know when, but it's going to happen. And everybody better be hitting that. Everyone better be hitting that like button. Alan, Maddie does not know who Vince Russo is, but I'll tell you this, Alan, Vince Russo knows who I am because I was a member of the brand for so long. I spoke with him several times. I interviewed him. I went on his show. and he talked to me. It's actually on this channel. There's me on Vince Russo's show is on this channel. And Maddie, just so you know, Vince Russo was just a writer for the WWE for like during like the era where they were super popular. He was the head writer during like the 90s.
Okay. And he lives over here in Colorado? That's cool.
Yeah, he does.
That's cool. I mean, like I say, I'm going to have to watch that Vince McMahon documentary just because, like I say, I don't like wrestling like as for entertainment, but the business of it, I bet, is really, really interesting.
I see let's see here. Broncos going to shock the Jets this week. Oh, it's cute. See, the thing is that usually I will completely be like, yeah, Jets are going to jet. They're going to suck. They're going to blow it. But Pro 16K, if that's your... Sorry, man. It just ain't happening. The Jets are just such a far superior team. With the only thing that you could say that they have better than us is maybe head coach. But with Rodgers out there calling whatever the play he fucking wants, it's not going to matter.
It's going to be fun regardless.
Yeah, for us. Not for a Broncos fan, I'll tell you that.
No, probably not for Broncos fans, but we'll see. You know, that's the thing. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves and be all dickish and cocky. And yeah, if they win, you better be back, dude. Because you know we've never seen you before, Pro 16, but you're always welcome, and we love talking shit. So yeah, it's always a good time.
I don't know. We don't know if you may not be a Jets or you may be a Jets fan. But you know, someone who just likes to fuck with people, you may be a Broncos fan, whatever. But you'll notice on this show, we don't ban people, we don't block people, none of that stuff. We have Dolphins fans coming in here talking shit all the time. We talk shit back and forth, and it's all in good fun.
Yeah, those guys are great.
Yeah, Buffalo fans come in, sporadically, talk shit, and you may get into it with the guys in our chat. But with us, we'll bring up your comment, we'll talk shit back, we'll have a good time. So we welcome fans of every team. Especially when we lose, when the Jets lose and I'm fucking irate and through the roof, come in, talk some shit, get me even more pissed off. Hey, I don't care. I have a real short fuse when it comes to shit like that. I just wanted to point out. What happened?
What a stud. 5 more memberships.
Hell fucking yeah. I was about to show my 98 picture, but we got to take a step back. Ladies
Ron
and gentlemen,
R&R, Junior Rudy, 3 siblings, and those
Jets. Alan, I really do appreciate that. And I'll tell you why. Because you seem to be a very picky Jets fan. Like you will go to certain shows, and I don't know if they get on you too bad, or whatever, or if the chat gets on you too bad, or I don't know, you'll then hold back. My whole thing here is that I'm happy that people like you feel comfortable coming here and saying whatever the fuck you want. So thank you so much for being a channel member, and thank you so much for gifting 5 more channel memberships. Let's keep it going tonight, folks. But that means a lot to me. It means a lot to me that people like Alan know they can come here, talk all the shit they want, and obviously we'll go back and forth, but no one's going to get banned, and no one's going to get shadow realmed or anything like that. So it is what it is. And once again, I like Jake, but that's just not my style of show. I am completely okay with people pissing me off, pissing Maddie off. Me and Maddie sit here and talk shit to each other.
I was going to say, it's not like you got a united front to conquer here most of the time.
Yeah, it is what it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I said that me and Maddie are the Don and the underboss of the Midnite Mafia. We're so thankful to have all you guys as part of the channel memberships and part of that Midnite Mafia. But we have our captains and the Sean Neutrons and the Tommy Jets, and we've added another one. But unfortunately, I don't know if we got him tonight. We got someone else on the line. Let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like it's Murdogamania.
Oh Jesus!
Oh yeah. Well, let me tell you something, brother. Tomorrow's gonna be a Sunday, bloody Sunday, dude, because our New York Jets are gonna absolutely curb stomp these bitch ass Broncos, brother. We have all the weapons in this game, brother. Their 2 running backs average at 2.2 yards per carry, dude. Receiver.
Oh, is that really all they average?
He has 12 receptions on 27 targets, brother.
What do you think of Bo Nix?
Bo Nix could run, but he can't pass. He has a 62% completion percentage, brother. And his top receiver, like I just mentioned, Cortland Sutton, dude, has only 14 catches. Well, I'm sorry, 12 catches on 27 targets. So that tells me, dude, that they don't have big playability, brother.
I agree, Murdog Mania. Another question I have to ask you is, do you have a prediction? Do you have a final score? Anything like that?
Oh, absolutely, brother. We're going to totally fuck them up, dude. With no lube. I predict at least 4 touchdowns for us, and they don't score more than 10, brother.
Hell yeah.
All right, then.
That's where I'm thinking. I listen, Murdog Mania. I said, like, you're supposed to always be happy with a win. Look at those 24-inch pythons, brother. You can always be happy with a win, but can we really be happy with letting the Denver Broncos score more than 2 touchdowns?
Well, I don't think they can stop offense, brother. They are now missing their star middle linebacker, Alex Singleton, due to a torn ACL, dude. He's their tackling machine, and he's not going to be there for the rest of the year.
I forgot about that injury. That's right. Yeah.
That's right. That's because I saved my present, eat my vitamins, Matty.
Yeah,
Matty is well aware of I'm sorry, Murdogomania.
Oh yeah, I mean, what you gonna do when Murdog Mania runs wild all over you? I don't have an answer.
Well, that's my ending, brother.
Well, let me ask you one more thing, Murdogomania, and I want to shout out anyone who was in Florida during this horrible hurricane and whatnot. And I saw pictures of Hogan's Hangout, Hogan's Restaurant, completely underwater. How long are you going to build back?
Slowly, dude. Slowly.
But it's going to take some time.
Support of all my Murdog maniacs, I believe we can do it quickly, brother. And I have insurance.
That's the way to go.
Fair enough. That's what you need to have.
Clearwater, Florida, brother. And that shit happens all the time, dude.
Well, Murdogomania, I'm going to run a few games through here, and I'm going to ask you your predictions. Me and Maddie are going to give them in a minute, but I'm just going to ask you, since we have you here and we're honored to have your presence. I mean, what are you, like 12-time world heavyweight champion?
Too many to count, dude.
All right.
People forever,
do you want a tough one or an easy one?
Oh, hit me with whatever you got, brother.
All right. How about this? How about in Green Bay, the Packers versus the Vikings?
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Initially, I had the Minnesota Vikings, dude, but I heard they're getting Jordan Love back, brother. So that kind of changed things for me. I'm still going to stick with the Minnesota Vikings, brother.
There you go. All right. I'll give you another tough one. I mean, there's one team headed one way, another headed another way, but still both looked at as top teams. Buffalo going to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
I got to tell you what, brother. I think Josh Allen's a good quarterback, dude, but I don't think he's going to beat the best teams out there, brother. So I think the Ravens take this.
Fair enough. And the final one I will ask you, it's because it's your home city. I know you're in Clearwater, but right across that bridge is Tampa Bay. How about the Philadelphia Eagles coming to Tampa Bay to play the Bucs?
I'm going to go with the Eagles, dude. I got to go with the Eagles.
That's tough. I mean, I'm sure hoping that that stadium isn't underwater right now.
Well, that will make it a running game, brother.
Yeah, it would definitely make it a running game. Yeah,
I trust Saquon more than I trust Rashad White, dude.
Now, Murdog, are you Murdog Mania? Are you going to be on Johnny Boy's show tomorrow morning, or is it going to be someone else, like maybe the Macho Man or Bobby Midday or?
Well, that remains to be seen, brother. But I can tell you what, I physically will be there, dude. But I can't tell which side of me will be. It's almost like Two-Faced, if you catch my drift, brother.
The many faces of Murdog.
Well, yeah, I feel like you're more than Two-Faced. I feel like you're more like Foley. You could be Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind, Mick Foley. Who knows?
You know what, brother? Since we're such good friends, I'll give you a hint. Because Murdog Mania is for live.
Sure words have never been spoken.
All right. I think we all know what's going on. Maddie doesn't, but I know what's coming. All right, Murdog. What I'd like you to do, if you want, hang in the back. If you want, come on after the intermission report. We are proud to have you as one of our captains here in the Midnite Mafia. Hopefully, you will be with us every show or every week, and it's going to be a blast. And any last words? Anything to say before me and Maddie do these predictions?
One more thing, brothers. I'm just so glad this game is at Jet Life Stadium, because I just want to make sure AVT doesn't go out with a season-ending injury, dude.
Right. No kidding.
God, 2 years in a row against Denver, brother. It's a Jet Life. No injuries.
That stadium is going to be fucking fire tomorrow, too. It's going to go crazy.
And Murdog Mania on his way out is getting the Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. Thank you, Murdog. We appreciate it. Hey, man, you want to come back on? Believe me, we're welcome. You want to come back on as yourself, as someone else? I sure liked Murdog Mania, Maddie. What'd you like more, Bobby Midday or Murdog Mania?
I don't know. I kind of liked Murdog Mania. It's nice to every once in a while.
Yeah, Murdog Mania is pretty sweet.
Get a wrestling reference on this show that I actually understand.
Yeah, no. Well, it's hard not to know who Hulk Hogan is.
I'm sure there's somebody out there who doesn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much once again for being in the chat. Me and Maddie are about to go over our official picks for week 4 before we get into our intermission report with Mike and Maddie's top 5. And of course, all of you know that on Mike and Maddie's top 5, that's you guys picking a generic top 5 for me and Maddie to go through. And then we'll all together, me and Maddie will come up with a top 5 that from your suggestions. And you guys in the chat can also weigh in, and that's Mike and Maddie's top 5.
Mike and Maddie's top 5.
All right, but that's for the intermission report. Maddie, let's go over these games. Now, here's the thing. A lot of these games, you know, I say I go over the easy ones, and then I have a few circled that I think are tougher to pick.
I think we got a lot of tougher ones this week.
There's a lot of tougher ones this week. All right, here's the easy ones. Cincinnati going into Carolina.
Cincinnati's dead to me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm done every week. I'm like, okay, they're gonna get their asses off their shoulders and handle business. And if they were at home, I might think differently. But I think Carolina with the Steelers will win.
All right, I gotta go Cincinnati. I just can't believe that Joe Burrow and these guys can let the team get to 0-4. It would just, that would be brutal.
Yeah, but
so
you know what?
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. How about the Texans welcoming the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Texans.
Yeah, got to agree.
I think
there.
Texans run away. I'm not going to say blowout on it, but they certainly win handily, I think.
And we've already mentioned this one, but it's under the easy column in my thing. Denver going into the Jets.
Again, it should play out. If the Jets just play their game, it'll play out a lot like the Patriots game on Thursday night, and they'll win handily, and it'll be all right. The big thing is just win and don't have any injuries.
How about New England traveling to San Francisco?
I think the Niners can handle New England, especially at home. Wow.
I got to agree with that.
They've had a rough patch, but I think they'll be fine.
And then the last of what I consider an easy pick is Kansas City going into LA to play the Chargers.
Kansas City will get that one. I'd love to see the Chargers shock them, but
yeah,
I certainly wouldn't put any money on it.
Absolutely not. I hope everybody's hitting that thumbs up. Let's let as many people know as possible. We haven't talked about this in a while, Maddie, but I think the record for likes on a live show, not one of my videos, but on a live show is somewhere. Right? I think it's 60.
Did we hit 60 that night?
I think it's 60. So guys, hit that thumbs up. Let's see if we can break that tonight. I'm seeing good numbers. You guys are doing awesome. It's, we're the last show of the month, and you guys are definitely making me proud. Like, I'm loving it. All right, Maddie, now we get into the tougher ones.
All right, let's do it.
I asked Murdog Mania this, so now I'm going to ask you. The Vikings going into Green Bay to play the Packers with Jordan Love.
I think that the honeymoon is going to have to be over for the Vikings. I think that with Love back, the Vikings are going to pull up and get ready to – they're going to play harder, and they're going to just be so happy that he's back that I just see Green Bay having a really good game.
I'm going to agree with you, but like, what would you rather happen? Because we have the Vikings the next week. So do we want them brought back down to earth, or do we want them coming in undefeated, cocky?
Feeling cocky. I want them brought down to earth. I want to give them a 1-2 in the L column. So I would just rather.
Right, fair enough.
I would rather, like, especially if they lose, it's a lot of good tape for the Jets coaching staff to watch and see where they lost, what their weaknesses were.
Yeah, where the weaknesses are. Yeah.
So that's my thinking on it, but it is what it is.
All right, the Steelers going into Indianapolis to play the Colts.
Colts. I like the Colts on this one.
All right, I'm going to go Steelers.
Again, it's just the edge because they're at home, but I like the Colts on this one. But if the Steelers were to win, I wouldn't be like, oh, how'd that happen?
What's your thoughts on those Colts, like black uniforms with black helmets?
I hate them. I don't like any black jerseys. I think they're not creative at all. Like, they're just, I don't know. I'm not a fan.
I like the inverted helmets for teams. Not necessarily the Jets, but for other teams, I seem to like it more.
I got you.
The New Orleans Saints going into Atlanta to play the Falcons.
I like the Falcons on this one.
Yeah.
They're at home. I think that they'll just I think this will be one of the more boring games to watch this week, honestly. I think it's just going to be very much back and forth fundamentals, nothing exciting, but I think Atlanta wins.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. And for me, it was like almost like how you had the other game. It was a toss-up for me. And for me, I just went with, I got to go home field advantage. And so that's where I went with Atlanta. So next one, we got the LA Rams going into Chicago to play the Bears.
I think the Bears take this one.
I do too. I think the Bears are going to pull this one out.
Yeah.
It's just the Rams have just slipped so far down. They've just, and I know they have a lot of injuries. I get it.
Yeah, it's just
but
a rough
they just
descent,
have
though.
I asked Murdoch Mania this also. The Philadelphia Eagles going into Tampa Bay to play the Bucks.
Eagles, I think you have that one in the bag. I think Tampa, I just see Philly just want it and ready to rock and roll. I think Philly's got it, but Tampa might play hungry. They might be super pissed about losing to Denver last week, so we'll see. But
Adirondack Fly Guy comes in and says, "Good evening, Mike and Misty. I mean, Maddie. You'd have to have seen was it Tuesday or last Saturday? Was it the Tuesday show when Lane Train came on and he called you Misty?
I don't remember.
Or was it Saturday? I don't remember which one it was.
Tuesday. I think it had to have been Tuesday.
Yeah, the Rams just beat San Francisco, but San Francisco's beat up. And I just don't have faith in the Rams. They just nothing's really impressive to me with them. Oh man, my buddy Joe O. This guy's an old friend of mine, folks. I've known him since high school. Maddie, peep the new Tampa Bay Rays black uniforms.
I'm Googling them right now. Well, those aren't bad. But Tampa's but the team that's had black in it before, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and they're like a more new franchise. So like if you took like the Yankees and put them in a black uniform, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, but like I feel like newer teams can get away with, like newer franchises can get away with like these kind of things easier than older franchises.
Yeah, no, those aren't bad. I mean, like I say, I've always kind of liked the Rays for some reason. I don't know why. They're just like one of those teams where I'm like, okay, if they win, I'm good with it.
No, it's not.
My porn name is actually Circumference because I've been knighted in the porn industry.
And he was knighted Misty by the Lane Train. So
yeah, which really doesn't count because I don't even know who the hell that guy is either.
All right, let's keep moving down this list, folks. The Washington Redskins travel to Arizona to play the Cardinals.
I like the Cardinals. It's a home game, and I just think I like the Cardinals.
I'm gonna give it to Washington only because Jaden Daniels has looked better and better, and there's something I think that kid might be the real deal. I'm not positive, but I think that he might be the real deal, and I think the Redskins have something in him.
We sure could. I mean, like I say, I'm giving it to Arizona mostly because it's a home game, and with Washington, you don't know what you're gonna get, every week, yet. So, but it'll be fun. That's a game that actually, if it's on regular ass TV, I might try and watch.
GVH comes in and says the Raiders wear black. That's kind of it. No, I think we all give a leeway to the Raiders. I mentioned them as one of my honorable mentions of favorite football uniforms. Just the black and silver of the Raiders.
And the Falcons wear black too. So I mean,
Yeah, but the Falcons have that stupid ATL above their numbers, and I hate that. Like
that doesn't bother me.
City names or team names written large above the front numbers. Why don't you just go play in fucking the SEC?
All right. Thank you, Peter. She is a good girl.
Next one. We got now I feel like there's two possible what you call toilet bowls this week. This might be one of them.
All right, here we go.
The Cleveland Browns travel in to play the Las Vegas Raiders. We were just talking about them.
Yeah, that is definitely a toilet bowl. I'm gonna give it to Vegas because they're in Vegas.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I totally went with the home team on that one because whenever it's a toss up, you gotta kind of throw.
It's like the home team gets favored by 2.5 points every time like that. It's that sort of thing.
And then we got the Buffalo. We talked to Murdog Mania about this. The Buffalo Bills traveling into Baltimore to play the Ravens.
I'm gonna say I'm going with the Ravens in the upset.
The Ravens in the upset.
I like the Ravens in the upset.
I hate to do this. I hate it.
You're not wrong.
But I'm picking the Bills.
I know your logic is fine. Your logic is not. Your logic is sound. I get
the logic is there, but as a Jets fan, it's like
you
it's
just
hard
hate saying
to sit
it
here
out loud.
Yeah. It is what it is. Scott, you're gonna like my pick coming up, buddy. There you go. One of our resident Dolphin fans in the house.
There he is. Hi, Scotty. What's up, big guy?
And they have Snoop Huntley starting this week. Then you have here's the other toilet bowl. Here it is. The Tennessee Titans travel to Miami to play the Dolphins.
I'll take Miami on that game.
I hate to say it too, Maddie. Got to go with the Dolphins because their Levis is just a mistake waiting to happen. It's like a constant mistake waiting to happen. So it's like if he can't get that shit together, then any team can beat them.
Yeah.
If he's going to constantly be making stupid mistakes, Scott, me and Maddie come in here and we fucking pick the Dolphins and you pick the Titans.
Scott's
have some faith, bro.
Somewhere. He's drunk somewhere.
Even Ron P in here, man. Ron P, I hope you've subscribed. I see you got a gifted channel membership. Make sure you're subscribed. But he's picking Tennessee. Are we that off there, Maddie, on Miami?
No, it is the children who are wrong. Maybe, but I don't know. I think Miami at home can beat the Titans. But, we'll see. I mean, I'll be rooting against them, obviously, just like they'll be rooting against us. But I don't know. I mean, it's possible. But, I mean, again, it is something to consider, however, when a Dolphins fan is like, yo, my team ain't got its shit together. So.
Yeah, that doesn't say much for your team when your own fans are like, nah, they're gonna lose.
Peter got gifted a membership by your boy Joe. Oh, thank you, Joe.
Joe, thank you so much. You get the Jets chant. Jets. Joe, channel member, coming in, gifting a Midnight Mike Show membership. Guys, you are all, as channel members, part of the Midnight Mafia. You get behind the scenes, behind the scenes stuff. You get special, members only streams that I do. Some aren't even about the Jets. Some are about horror movies. Some are about the Rocky franchise. Some are about whatever. You have my burning of my jersey. You also get all the emojis that you see down there. I see Ron P's using the Jets one. I saw people using ones earlier in the show. And then, of course, now your little channel badges, your membership badges are no longer the standard star with a color. They are Jets quarterback jerseys ranked as I think they have ranked in Jets history. So you start out, boom, Chad Pennington. You move up to Mark Sanchez. You move up to Kenny O'Brien. You move up to Vinny Testaverde, and then finally get to Joe Namath. And then after like 2 years, you're going to get the Super Bowl trophy. So
yeah, he
enjoy
put a lot of work
that,
into
folks.
them. They look good.
I mean, I haven't looked at them yet in the chat, but can you actually see at least the number? Because I know they're small.
Let me see. pull her up here. Oh yeah, you can see it perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. I knew you might not be able to see the name, but you'd definitely be able to see the number. But thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Last one of the week, Maddie, and then we got to get into Mike and the intermission report and Mike and Maddie's top 5. Seattle traveling to Detroit to play the Lions.
I like the Lions.
I
Home,
do too.
and Seattle needs an enema.
I just don't fully buy into Seattle yet.
I know
they're 3-0, but I don't know. Snowball comes in. Hold on. Oh, that's not Snowball. There's Snowball. Oh, we're picking divisional rivals. I see what it is. You guys suck. LOL. Look, Snowball. We got to be real. It's like who did the Buffalo's playing an 0 have the Ravens won? They're 0-3, and Buffalo's 3-0.
And I did pick the Ravens on that one, so.
That's true. All right, folks, it is now time to hit the intermission report. What we need you to do, starting right now, is to go down in the comment section and pick a generic top 5 for me and Maddie to come up with. Once again, in the past, we've done top 5 movie theater candies or snacks. We've done top 5 football jerseys. We got to keep it generic so that not only it's easy for me. We did a top 5 horror slashers. We got to keep it easy so that not only can me and Maddie do it, but all you guys can take part in that at home.
Yeah, it's got to be fairly inclusive. There he is. What's up, Mets?
Oh, it took him long enough.
Well, he was doing the game. I popped in there for 5 minutes earlier on his channel.
Oh, okay.
Just doing the Mets game.
Fair enough. All right, it's that time, folks. We take a little break from football. We do it. Well, who knows? The top 5 may be a football top 5. We don't know because it's all on the fly. It's all based on you guys. Send in your top 5s because it's time to get to the intermission report.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
All right, we're back.
That's called technical difficulties, folks. And just to prove it's still a football show for those who tune in during the intermission report, let's move that top logo from that Midnight Mike Show logo to the football helmet so people know they're not in the wrong place. There we go.
Nate.
All right. Do we got people in here giving top 5s?
Yeah, the one I like is actually top 5 amusement parks.
Ooh, top 5 amusement parks. Now that's going to really be based on where you live.
Where you're at. Although my number 1 is in Jersey. If we do.
All right, let me find a clean piece of paper. I just want to point out, I see a few in here. I think that's a good one. Top 5 amusement parks that you've been to and whatnot. Top 5 ways to suck at being a Jets fan. Top 5 Western shows. I don't know if I watched enough Western shows. I've watched enough Western movies. Top 5 quarterbacks of all time. Ooh, that's a good one. That might be one we want to put in the vault for another week.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
Top 5 World Series champ contenders. What does that mean? What does that even mean?
Yeah,
you mean this season? Big. No, but this season, there's only so many to choose from. So many are going to make the playoffs. By the way, I love all you guys coming in here. Hit the like button. We get back to Jets talk and your calls in a few minutes right after the intermission report. But I think I'm going to put a few of these in the vault for another time because these are some great suggestions, folks. I really do. Top 5 brain disorders.
I think I got all of them.
That's good. That's funny. Are we okay? So we will officially do that one. I like this one too. Top 5 Chinese food items.
That's
Joe. That one might go in the vault too because that's great. I love it. All right, guys, we are going to do top 5 of amusement parks. It could be anywhere. It's all up to you. And I want to point out that I am going to differentiate when it comes to parks with more than one park, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want to give anything away, but there are amusement parks that have more than one park. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Okay, my example, Maddie. Okay, folks, my example is, for instance, when you come to like Disney World. Disney World is made up of the Magic Kingdom, Epcot Center, Hollywood Studios, formerly MGM Studios, Animal Kingdom, you know. So
Yeah,
I'm
like
going to
it.
differentiate. Yeah. Okay, so got to come up with these. Hold on. Got a few here. Maddie, cover me.
All right.
Talk
so I
to
got
these
mine.
people.
We're good to go. No, we had some great ones for the vault tonight too, though. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Mets are not looking good today, kids. Not happy about that. But it's went to Disney 3 times. Each time I thought it sucked. Which Disney did you go to, World or Land? Is one thing I got.
I always go to World.
I always go to World. I haven't been to Disneyland since I was a little kid. I would say Disney is overrated, but it also depends on who you go with. Like, I take, we take the girls and go, and that's how we usually have a good time. Sometimes the teenagers ruin it, but that's just because they're teenagers and they're awful people. And I don't know. I only on my list. There's only one in Denver, so that's kind of surprising. I kind of expected that. Really, Val? Oh man, that's an interesting take. You can drink in Epcot.
Oh boy, are we gonna have a problem, Valerie?
Yeah,
we are gonna have a problem.
I like this. This has got us divided.
All right, here we go. Let's start doing this, Maddie. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 2 honorable mentions.
Go for it.
Okay, my 2 honorable mentions. One is a Connecticut, one is a New Jersey. The Connecticut one, I used to bring my family every summer because they have a campground attached to it, and you basically can get like a cabin. You could there's an actual campground where you can pitch tents and things like that, and then they have little cub huts and 1-bedroom cabin, 2-bedroom cabins, and the park is right there. And it's one of the oldest amusement parks in the country, with the oldest, I believe I think it is the oldest in the country. With one of the oldest wooden roller coasters in the country, and it is Lake Compounce here in Connecticut. So that's one of my honorable mentions. And the other one is from New Jersey. I haven't been there in so many years, but as a kid, it's tiny. It's super tiny, but I loved it, and it was called Wild West City. I don't know if any of you Jersey people out there, it's like an old Western town, and they have cowboys and stuff, and they do things where like they come out and they shoot, and I think someone got shot there actually. And you know what? I didn't put on the list Action Park, which I used to love as a kid, but it was so long ago. So there's another one. So Wild West City, Action Park, used to love going to those 2 as a kid, and Lake Compounce up here. The problem with Lake Compounce, though, is that it's gotten way overcrowded. They've started to offer such discounted tickets that basically, like when you go into the water park section, when you go into the water park section, you go into like the wave pool, and you're ass to ankles. It's like you're basically bathing with touching other people.
Right.
And that's gross.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
All right. Do you have any honorable mentions, or are you going to go right to your top?
I'm just going to go right to my top 5.
All right.
My number 5.
By the way, yes. Hold on. Boba Jet comes in. Action Park was a death trap. I almost died there once. We all almost died there once. As a matter of fact, there's several documentaries on Action Park and how dangerous and how many lawsuits they had, because they had a loop-de-loop. Was it Action Park? The loop-de-loop.
Yeah, but they never actually put that into practice.
Yeah, it never actually was. But like, that's what Action Park
would pay their
did.
employees to
stupid
try
shit like that. Yeah, it's just dumb shit.
All right. My number 5,
like the Alpine slides, I remember riding all that shit. Nice. I wouldn't have considered that necessarily I consider that like that boardwalk.
Yeah, they had rides and stuff, and it was a great time when I was a kid. A lot of fond memories.
Because I used to love Wildwood's boardwalk, because Wildwood had this place called Dracula's Castle, and it was like one of the first haunted houses that I ever went through, and it just, my love of horror, I just loved it. But yeah, no, Coney Island is fucking awesome. So props to that. I didn't even think of putting those things on the list.
Yeah, I got a little sentimental with it.
My number 5 is going to be Six Flags Great America outside of Chicago.
Okay.
I only went there once, and I loved it. It was outstanding, great park. But actually, what I remember more from my visits to Chicago was a restaurant called Ed DeBevick's. And it's one of those restaurants that everyone is in like 50s attire, but they treat you like shit on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those. But my number 5, I'll go with Six Flags Great America.
Very nice. Number 4, I got Animal Kingdom, Disney World Collected. Love Animal Kingdom.
I don't want to give away like on my list, but I would put all of the parks that are in Disney World, at the ones that aren't on my list, in my honorable mentions. But I didn't want to put them in because I didn't want to give anything away. Like Animal Kingdom is awesome.
I love Animal Kingdom. I always see a Bug's Life when we go, or whatever, that the one that's themed off of Bug's Life. But I always have a good time. We ride the raft and do all that stuff. The kids love it. It was great.
All right, give me your number 4.
I just did.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was it?
It was Animal Kingdom.
Oh, I thought, okay. You got me. All right, my number 4 is going to be, it's in Missouri actually, and it's called Silver Dollar. It's called Silver Dollar City, and I've been there a couple times. I have family who live out there, and I don't know if it's out near Branson, Missouri. But yeah, cool park, Western theme, cool place to go.
I always think of the Simpsons episode with Bronson, Missouri, where everyone looks and talks like Charles Bronson.
That's funny.
He's like,
or
hey,
how
Mom,
about
some candy, no dice. This
how about Duffland?
Duffland. There you go. I should have put that in there.
Yeah, right.
All right, number 3, the old Elitch Gardens in Denver. It was not the one that's in the middle of downtown. This is the old one where, as a kid, when we were on vacation out here, we used to go to that all the time, and it was on 38th and Tennyson. Had like a bunch of cool rides, but that was where I used to spend as many quarters as I could get playing the game Narc in their arcade. I don't know if you remember the old game Narc, but that was my shit.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, Narc, they had a gum tree there that was just everybody stuck their gum on it, and I'm sure someone died from some kind of disease from it, but yeah.
All right, we got a super chat. Usually I don't pull these up during our top 5, but it has to do with our top 5, and you'll get the Jets chant. Jets. Keep them coming tonight, folks. Break the like records, break the super chat and membership records. Let's have a big night tonight ahead of a great day tomorrow, because it is going to be outstanding.
It's going to be fun.
Scott Foster, channel member, coming in with $1.99, says Cali Redwoods on shrooms was a great amusement park. Have you ever been there not on shrooms? Because if I went, I probably wouldn't be on shrooms. So I'd like to know what you thought of it not on shrooms, if you've ever been there. My number 3 is Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey. I mean, seriously, I know a lot of these aren't there anymore, but the Great American Scream Machine, Batman the Ride, Batman and Robin the Chiller, the Viper, Medusa, Nitro. I mean, geez, they just always have stacked roller coasters that are awesome. And I think they were the first ones also to bring out the Superman ride, where they bring you like sideways, like you're flying.
Oh, yeah.
I think they were the first. Hell yeah, Boba Jets. It's Fright Fest. You can't miss Fright Fest at Six Flags Great Adventure.
No, they do such a good job with that. It's always a good time with those guys.
Oh, Joe coming in. Land of Make Believe. Dude, 100%. Love that place. I mean, once again, that's for like toddlers, but anyone who lived in North Jersey spent a lot of their time at the Land of Make Believe. Wildwood, New Jersey. I mentioned that. Do you remember Dracula's Castle, Joe? Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio, Busch Gardens, Virginia, Magic Kingdom, Florida, Busch Gardens, Tampa, Florida, Six Flags Great Adventure. Joe used to have season passes to Six Flags, if I'm not wrong. Like, he used to go there all the time.
Nice.
Oh yeah, King to Ka. Hell yeah, man. Guys, well, okay, I know you all know this because we're a Jet show and we're all out of New Jersey, so that's why everybody's rocking the Six Flags Great Adventure. Infrared, yeah, you remember Land of Make Believe? Hell yeah, I believe that's I believe that place is actually still open. Some of those smaller ones, like one just reopened, Fairy Tale Forest. It was shut down for a long time in New Jersey. If any of you guys remember, they just reopened Fairy Tale Forest. But yeah, Six Flags. Okay, give me your number 2, Maddie.
Epcot Center. Love Epcot. Every time we go, I take one of my girls to we go to their countries. We go over to England. I always have a pint of Guinness, and they have a Shirley Temple. We sit out, and we'll usually get fish and chips, and it's just. And every time we go, I go. My mom started it with me when I was a kid, and I do it with them too.
Awesome. New York Jets talk. That's Connor, obviously. Welcome, Connor,
hey,
Mike, and Maddie. It's good to have you here, buddy. Your show, man, you're doing great, man. Some of your guests are outstanding. I really do enjoy that. Get the fam out there, Mike. Have you been there recently, Joe? Have you? I think Joe knows my sister. I think she's been there recently, but from what I remember, it is definitely for toddlers. But you have two small kids. I don't know if Alice, who's 8, would enjoy it. I think she might be a little past that.
Is Alice your oldest?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I was like, for some reason, I thought you had one older than 8, and I couldn't remember. I meant to ask you.
Old school Waterworks at Seaside Heights was dope when I was a kid. Ace was always packed, and good birthday parties there as well. Hey, you know what, Connor, man, you don't even need to say it, man. Every Jets content creator is blown away. Like, you are what we wish we were when we were 13.
Nah,
you know, if I could not imagine.
I don't even like you.
No, but imagine when you were 13, if you had the ability to broadcast to the world. Like that would blow my mind.
I don't know what you were doing when you were 13, but broadcasting was the furthest thing from my mind when I was 13.
I was slaying pee.
Yeah, I was making the bald man cry. I was doing that shit so much it came out in powdered form. It just looked like I was clapping together erasers in my bedroom.
All right, my number 2 went there for the first time this past summer and kind of broadcast from there on Dano's show. But next year, I'm going to broadcast straight from Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So, and not Dollywood Splash Country. The proper park, Dollywood, outstanding. Great park, great family park. They have great rides for thrills. They have great rides for kids. And then they have the whole Dolly Parton experience where even if you don't know who Dolly is or don't know enough about her, going in and seeing her outfits and her guitars and the detail and the rhinestones that go, I mean, it's incredible. It's like she is the definition of a superstar. Like, because everything about her is pretty much fake. It's like she's fake hair, fake eyelashes. Like, she was like, I want to be a star, and became a star, and super talented too. So it's like,
yeah, absolutely
makes it even better. Maddie, you're number 1.
Well, my number 1, I almost had to fucking spoil it because you people wouldn't shut up about it. But Action Park in New Jersey.
Holy shit! Kid, awesome.
We used to go there, and you would come back, and it was funny because you'd be like, you tell your buddies, "Hey, going to Traction Park," and they'd be like, "Oh, you're going, huh?" I'd be like, yeah, Accident Park, here we come.
Yeah,
and like,
make sure you have your last will and testament.
Basically, like, we would joke about it because like one of our buddies came back with a broken collarbone from there. And, and we would always joke, be like, hey, going to Action this weekend. Oh, yeah? Can I have your stuff? Yeah, you can have the G.I. Joes, but give Dave the comic books or whatever. Like, we joke around like, we're going into war. You'd come back scraped up and banged up, and you'd wear it as a badge of honor. You get back to the neighborhood, and you'd be like, how'd it go? It'd be like, lost a little skin. But,
well, the worst part is, man, like, do you remember, like the Alpine slides, if for some reason you went off those, you're getting messed up.
Yeah, you were.
I mean, they went way too fast.
Yeah, and then the go-karts.
Well, and then
gasoline.
Yeah.
Like, and then how about you're like, Dad, don't smoke around the track.
No, but how about the rope swing where the lifeguards didn't give a shit and just let people jump and land on each other in the water?
Yeah, they were just, dude. Everyone that worked at Action Park was between 15 and like 19 years old. And they were all drinking all day long. Like, they were like, I could have bought a beer at like 8 years old over there and be like, that's for my dad. They'd be like, all right, fine, whatever. Like, it would have been like the scene in Clerks where the kid buys the cigarettes. Like, they did so much crazy shit over there. And I mean, it was,
Maddie,
it was great,
don't buy Maddie, please don't buy cigarettes. Try some Chuli's gum.
I don't even have a comeback for that shit. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Chuli's?
But yeah, dude, I just love Action Park. I have an Action Park t-shirt downstairs somewhere. There's a great book about Action Park, and it's so funny. I think the guys from Anthrax or Megadeth actually did an episode of Headbangers Ball from Action Park in the late 90s that you can find on YouTube.
Was that when it became Mountain Creek, or was it still Action Park?
It was still Action Park, and then it became Mountain Creek, and then like they churched it all up and messed it all up.
I don't know where you're from, buddy, but in New Jersey, there is a documentary on Action Park that you can find on streaming service. It might even be on YouTube. Like, just look up Action Park documentary. You will be blown away. Sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. It was nothing but lawsuits.
Well, the thing is, though, what's funny is they paid for all the ambulances for the local hospital. So much of their shit got swept under the rug because they would pay for ambulances, new cop car. Like, they paid for so much crazy shit. Like, I did a whole bunch of research on it because I was like, you know, as a kid, I was like, I mean, you'd always see some kid with like a bloody nose getting walked away by his parents and shit. And you're like, I'm looking back as an adult, I'm like, how the fuck did this place stay in business? And they took out their own insurance on themselves. Like there, so many laws were broken with this shit. It's hysterical. Yeah. It's awesome.
All right, my number one, ladies and gentlemen, Maddie already mentioned it. My favorite park in the history of parks, Epcot Center.
Love it. I knew I liked you.
Dude, I love it. I remember when it opened, and I was just blown away by the fact that I could go to these different countries. Like, to me, as such a small child, it felt so real. And I remember you could get flags at each country, and I would get the flag pins so that I had a pin from all the countries. And I remember when Captain EO came out, and I mean, what a great park. Like, Epcot Center is far and away my favorite park of all time. I love Magic Kingdom. I love Animal Kingdom. I love Hollywood Studios, but Epcot, if one is going to make my list, it's going to be Epcot Center. Sorry, Valerie. Sorry.
I know. When she said that, I was like, oh, no. And then kind of your reaction, I was like, well, at least we're on the same page for this one.
All right, folks. That was what we do here in the Intermission Report. And every week it is a blast to do. We do a top 5, and you guys, we get your information. It's just always fun. So that's it here. I'm about to drop the link in the description for you guys to take your calls, find out what your favorite parks were, what you think. All right, fair enough. That's okay. I've got a Capitan on deck. So don't worry about it. You go do that.
I'll be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
Hey, Maddie's not here, but like I said, we have our he's our underboss. I'm the Don. We got our captains of the Midnite Mafia. Let's bring him in. Jetstream himself, Murdog. How you doing tonight?
What's up, brother? Can you hear me?
I'm doing good. Did you hear? I saw you. Did you hear some of our amusement park picks?
Yes, I did, and I was just sitting here laughing along.
What do you got? What are some you remember?
My favorite one was probably Great Adventure.
Yeah,
in Jersey. That was great. Busch Gardens in Tampa is great. The quality of the roller coasters were great in both. And I used to get the express passes and just take full advantage of it. Like, get there as soon as you can, stay to the last one, and then over and over. You're basically paying double admission, but especially at the end, you could just ride the same roller coaster in the front cart over and over, and those were great. And but I remember I heard you guys talking about Action Park. I remember someone got their leg split wide open, like going down the slide, and there was like nicks. There was nicks in the slide, and it would just fucking slice their thighs open.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for
you get launched off. I think one of the deaths from that place was from the Alpine slide, where a guy just got fucking launched and hit his head on a rock. Another guy died in the after the rope swing. The argument was that it was so cold that sometimes it would be too cold and it'd be a real shock. I think motherfuckers just couldn't swim.
Yeah, you're right. That was all kids.
Yeah, it was,
what a shit place though.
Great. Like I said though, but it's funny because like I'll wear my Action Park T-shirt around, and every once in a while somebody stop me and be like, "New Jersey, right on, man."
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you guys like Epcot.
Yeah, you know you're from New Jersey.
Yeah, Epcot's the shit, dude. I love it.
I love Epcot.
It was just there was like a lack of rides, but the amazement was there with the. What am I looking for? Like the imagination stuff.
Yeah.
The technology, the future stuff.
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
Space Mountain's a blast. Or what's that one? Not Space Mountain.
No, Spaceship Earth.
Spaceship Earth.
Like Spaceship Earth inside the ball. It's a slow moving ride, but it's all the animatronics and Disney is known to pump sense into things. So if you're in like a desert, they'll pump in sense of a desert. If you're, and just the way Disney does it, I can sit back, relax in one of those slow moving rides, like even like Figment, the ride with Figment, the purple dragon guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yeah. I remember the purple dragon.
I agree with Scott. He says you appreciate it more as you get older. That's very true also.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, we're gonna bring in a few of you guys. We got you guys in the green room here. Let's bring in our first call, Kangaroo Bob.
Hey, guess what?
Hey, Bobby.
Who gave me this? Craig from Australia gave me this.
I know.
This is Sarah, and this is Austin. That's
Austin's the baby right there.
Yeah, that's the baby. That's Craig's son, and then Adelaide is my hat. You gave me. So
now, Bobby, hold on, Bobby. I did notice that when you got that kangaroo, you were really creepily sniffing it.
Well, it smells like perfume. You gotta smell it. You gotta love it. God, it's Mrs. Craig's perfume. It smells like.
So, do you think she sprayed it, or do you think she rubbed it on herself and then gave it?
Probably it was in the suitcase. She brought it from Australia.
Oh, okay.
It must have been.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so my top 5 is 5. I like Rye Playland. Nobody mentioned that.
Okay.
You know where Rye Playland is?
Oh yeah, I know one mentioned Hershey. Someone in the comments mentioned Hershey Park, which we didn't mention. I do like Hershey Park, but my daughter's allergic to peanuts, so I can't go there anymore.
Yeah. Number 4, Hershey Park. Then the third one is Busch Gardens in Virginia. Who is that? Bobby's long lost soap bar. Didn't know.
Did you lose that soap bar, Bobby?
Well, you know what? Bobby's lost long soap bar. You can shove it up your ass. How's that?
Shove it up your ass. More lost.
Won't you just shove it up your ass, okay? I don't know you from jack shit, so shut the fuck up.
How do you not know it? It was your soap bar.
Get him off screen before I go.
All right, I'll take him off. Oh, you think he was talking about you when he said it couldn't get more cringe?
Well, you're more cringe than I am, so shut the fuck up.
I'm going to take that off for you, Bobby.
Coach cringe on God bet.
Yeah, they could type in the chat, but they're chicken shit to get on live because they can't talk in front of anybody. Oh, I have to apologize to Kenny because I didn't know that was your cousin. Or your
through marriage, but yeah, he's my cousin. He's family.
Okay, I'm sorry, Kenny. I didn't know. That's what I wrote.
Bobby, if you hated Bobby's long lost soap bar, did you know that one of our channel members I got a channel membership was like Bobby's Nuts or something like that?
Yes, Gray Nuts probably. Yep.
I'm actually waiting for it to pop up on the screen because I don't see it, but one of them did. There's so many. Bobby, there's so many. Oh, it's Bobby's Salty Nuts. It's Bobby's Salty Nuts.
Yeah, Salty Nuts too.
You got a left nut, a right nut, a hairy nut, I think.
Hey,
yeah, Salty Nut.
Who put PP? What? Shut the fuck up.
What are you reading?
What's on the mic?
PP.
Who put that in it?
Well,
you're the only one.
Not me. You're the one who came on.
I didn't.
We can't do that.
That's Gator or Jake, one of the two. So who's that?
Oh well, that's not nice.
Oh, be quiet. I was a Jeff fan long before you were born. Okay, be quiet. All right. So the third one I liked was Busch Gardens in Virginia. I went down there.
Okay.
And what about that Western thing you said, Mike, in Connecticut?
That was Wild West. That was no. The Western one was more for kids, and it was called Wild West City, and it was in New Jersey.
Oh, was it called Carson City?
No, Wild West City. And then there was also the one out in Missouri. The one out in Missouri is called Silver Dollar City.
Okay, I thought it was Carson City. I went there, but that second one is, of course, what's Dollywood. I never went there, but I want to see
I love Dollywood, Bobby. I love Dollywood.
Do you want to hear? I'll be quiet, Salty. Go play with your nuts too, okay?
He's a channel member, Bobby.
Do you?
You can't insult channel members.
I don't care. Do you know? Well, get your name off of me then. Oh, that's Brandon. I know that guy from Nick's show. Dolly, what, you want to hear a joke about Dolly Parton?
Of course.
What do you call the dew from her breasts?
A what from her breasts?
The dew on her breast.
Like the dew, like morning dew on grass?
Yeah, on her breast. Yeah.
I don't know.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, okay. I should have. I kind of stepped. I should have gotten that one.
And then I do like Epcot Center. It's great. Do you ever go to the Spain? You go over to Spain?
Yeah, I do all of them.
No, they don't have a Spain.
Well, what's Spanish over there?
They have a Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico. Do you ever go there?
Yes,
I go to all the countries.
That's one of my favorite restaurants in Epcot. I like Mexico.
Yeah, remember they have a boat that goes around?
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, me and my brother went in there to have lunch or dinner.
Yep. And then I like the hibachi and the Japanese one.
I never went there. And then we had breakfast with Mickey Mouse and all the characters. And
what is up, New York Jets super fan? Good to see you, channel member.
There he
Appreciate
is. What's up,
you being
buddy?
here.
And then guess what happened at we went to the ESPN in Disney World. Guess what happened?
That I don't think that's there anymore. That was on they had the ESPN bar at, like, I think it was at Pleasure Island in Disney.
Yes.
And I don't think that's there anymore.
We went into the bathroom in the urinals. They have a TV, and then in the stall they had a TV. Then when you go to the sink, they have a TV. So Murdoch, how you doing?
That's pretty cool. I enjoy it.
Good, Bob.
That's cool.
I heard.
Quiet. What's the matter? You mad at me or something?
You're the guest. You came on. I'm letting you talk.
You're the guest too.
No, Murdoch's part of the show now.
Oh, he is. I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Haven't been around.
Yeah, we have. He's like Sean and Tommy. We got me and Maddie got our henchmen who if someone messes with us, see those arms on Murdoch?
Yeah, I know. Me and Murdoch got into it one time.
You don't want to be on the business end of those pythons.
Me and Murdoch got into it one time. Trust me, right, Murdoch?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, it was didn't have to go there, but yeah, it wasn't that bad, Bob.
No, it wasn't that bad. Look at his pythons, like you said.
I heard you going at this guy Finnegan the other day, though. How'd that go? Did he ever come on camera?
Nope. Chicken shit never came on camera.
Bobby kept calling him a fucking pussy. I was dying.
Well, he was a moron. You know, you could type in.
Huh?
What?
There's a guy in his
You
show.
can always tell when Bobby starts to read the comment, and I just.
What about Charles? He reads the comments. What about Charles? Making Maps a Giants fan, Bobby? I don't know. He never talked. He was kind of muted.
No, Charles does read the comments, and then that's why every time Charles goes on anyone's show, I turn it off.
Oh,
I was waiting in the green room on Dano's show, and almost didn't make it because Charles was on before me, and it was driving me insane.
Well, on Jake's show, he was on for like a half an hour one time. He was actually on for half an hour.
Just kill
and
me.
the Jets got to win 31-10 tomorrow.
Well,
there it is. That's what we wanted. We wanted your prediction, Bobby. 31-10. I'll tell you right now, Bobby, that's pretty close to my prediction. And look, he's pulling out the Taz right now.
Yeah, he does look like Taz. Doesn't he look like Taz? Yes, he looks like
Yeah, he needs to get the full singlet.
Did he tell you he was in a couple of movies too? Did he tell you he was in a couple of movies, Murdoch?
Ooh, you were in movies?
Murdoch was in a couple of movies. Excellent. Right, Murdoch?
Yeah, the X-rated.
Yeah, Murdoch, what's up? You were in movies?
You were not no X-rated. You were in
Bobby was too. Bobby talked about that like a couple months ago on my show.
I was never in
No, remember you said that everyone was talking about your huge hog, and then you said that you liked porn, you did some porn or something like that?
No.
Am I wrong? Do I know? Did that not happen?
I don't think that happened.
I thought that happened. I'm sorry, Bobby. I'm misinformed.
I think you're smoking some Kush for Connecticut, bro.
No, Mikey, I did.
Maybe, but there you go, Bobby.
Yeah, but he said he was like extra in two movies.
In a couple movies. Like,
well, tell him the movies you were extra in. So he did to take you his secrets.
I was in The Bounty and the basketball movie with Queen Latifah.
Oh, with Queen Latifah. Yeah.
I don't even know if I got saw in that because we bounced
I'll look at that again. I love that movie with Queen Latifah. She was a physical therapist. So I got to get off so people can
just right.
Oh, Alan is great.
Thank you, Bobby, for coming on. I appreciate it.
Alan got a membership on Jake's show today. You believe that? Somebody gifted him a membership. Jake,
I do believe that. Why is that unbelievable?
Well, I'm not getting into that. You watch the show today, okay?
People get gifted channel memberships all the time over there.
No. Just look at Jake's show later today if you have time. Okay, Maddie, you have a great night.
Sure. All right, my man. Good to see you.
Murdoch, you have a great night.
Good, buddy.
I'll come on Tuesday.
Cool. We'll be here.
Sorry. Bobby, hold on. I have to be fair. I'm running a little behind. Oh no, he left us. Bobby, listen, if you're still watching, that was a mistake. Didn't mean to do that. But when I'm running a tiny bit behind, all of a sudden it becomes impossible for me to cut people off at the correct time. It just happens on this show. Oh, there you go, Bobby. If you're still watching, that's a really nice comment for Bobby's Salty Nuts. Bobby looks like Don Mattingly with that hat on. And I know you love Don Mattingly there, Bobby. That's a good thing. Yeah, you know what? That's okay, Alan. They may not treat you so well over there. That's fine. You're welcome here, my friend.
You got a home
welcome
here.
Where's Connor? Is Connor still in here?
I don't know if he's or not. He might.
He was in the chat.
Yeah, is he still in the chat? I mean, because I was backstage.
I haven't seen him in a little while. But this is a new one, or maybe I've seen him before. But that's a ballsy screen name, Richard Todd.
Nice.
Wasn't the best.
But if you know, you know.
Who would you? Okay. No, but hold on. If I was, you know how channel members have the little new channel member badges of the Jets quarterbacks. If I was going to put in a 14, who do I put in? Richard Todd or Neil O'Donnell?
Oh, I think you got to go with Todd.
Yeah, you got to go with Todd.
Even though I have an O'Donnell jersey in the closet.
I do too.
But
you got to go.
Infrared backs Allen. That's nice. Allen is effing awesome, hands down.
Yeah, Allen's great.
And look, everyone's saying goodbye to Bobby. That's really nice. That's nice. All right, let's bring on guys. I'm going to put another link in the thing. We do have someone in the green room. There's a link, and let's bring him in. He's probably pissed off because his name will tell you why. It's Mets 2128. How you doing, Mets?
I'm in a good mood. The only saving grace right now is the Friars just got back-to-back homers and they're up 3-0 on Arizona.
Well, there you go.
which means we need to win tomorrow.
What are you guys? Where are you guys right now?
If the Padres win,
I don't have my phone next to me.
We have the tiebreaker over Arizona, but we need a win and a Diamondback loss tomorrow.
Oh, so now the Mets are to the point where they need a loss of another team?
Yeah.
No win. I brought this up with Maddie when he came in my room in my stream earlier.
Weren't the Mets like on cruise control like a week ago?
They were.
This is a consequence of having a compulsive gambler for a manager like Carlos Mendoza. I mean, you can attest to that, Mike. He is a gambler, yes or no?
You're throwing out accusations, Mets.
Hello, putting Severino in on 4 days rest, gambling. Bring Quintana in on 10 days rest, gambling. Minaya on 6 days rest, gambling. They haven't been able to get past the fourth inning in any of these games.
Gambling. I was on a roll, sorry.
And not bringing in Diaz for the eighth as a reliable damage control buffer? Gambling.
If I was going to call anybody a degenerate gambler, as New York Jets fan calls people, he loves them though. I would have to go with Shohei Ohtani.
I mean,
he's a degenerate gambler, and he threw his fucking buddy right under the bus.
Oh, that guy took one for the team.
Well, I'm talking about managers, not players. I got on Buck Showalter's case a bit last year, though. In his defense, it was necessity because of the litany of injuries they had to deal with, right, Manny?
Yeah, you actually, I have to give Mets a lot of credit too on his stream. He really summed up. He did a fairly good summary of pretty much the whole season, and gave great, all the playoff scenarios too. Like, if you're just chilling and you want to just listen to somebody talk baseball who's very knowledgeable, I got to give it to our boy Mets. He knows his shit.
Oh, it's now 5-0 San Diego. Another homer, Donovan Solano.
Oh, there you go.
Another former Yankee.
I don't know what the Yankees are.
Solano was a Yankee.
They're the better team in New York, Maddie.
My top 5 theme parks
are
New
York. Who are you people?
My top 5 theme parks are as follows. My number 5, I'd have to go with the old but a goodie, Coney Island.
Okay.
My number 4, I'm gonna say Universal Studios. Between them and any of the Disney parks these days, if I ever go back to Florida, I'm just going to Universal. It may lack the variety Disney possesses, but at least it's not going overboard with
the way Disney's on that.
I mean, with DIBS, it's not going overboard with that, if at all. You know what I mean, guys?
I agree.
You know who Mendoza's favorite singer was?
Swift.
No, Kenny Rogers.
I'm a gambler.
Love Kenny Rogers.
Maddie got it.
My mom listens to a few of his tunes every Christmas.
I just love when he guessed it on Reno 911 all those different times.
My number 3, I'm going to say Dorney Park out in Allentown.
Yeah, that was good.
Yep. Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom.
My number 2,
You didn't come prepared for this?
I did. It's just if I had
to clearly didn't.
If I had
that makes it worse.
If I had to pick a Disney park, it'd be the one I've never been to, Blizzard Beach.
Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon have been closed for like a decade.
Ever, yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
And you said you'd never been to it. That's like me being like, oh yeah.
Okay, scratch that one. Scratch that one.
Okay.
I guess my number 2 would be NASCAR Speed Park.
I've never been.
There's one out in Pigeon Forge. There's one in Myrtle Beach. It's basically a giant go-kart. It's a giant go-kart park.
Oh, that's funny. I actually do know about that because when I was at Dollywood and I had to go get a new phone because I jumped in the pool with my phone, and I went
And
to
Friday.
I went to the T-Mobile. Yeah, yeah, totally. And I went to the T-Mobile store, and I told them what had happened. And the other lady in there was also there because she was at the NASCAR track, and her phone, something happened where it fell out and it got run over.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, and the guys in Pigeon Forge, the T-Mobile store, they said all their business comes from people losing or damaging their phones at all the parts. Yeah.
And I guess my number one, I have to say Carowinds. It's on the North and South Carolina state line. I mean, I just miss when it was called Paramount's Carowinds.
Oh, Carowinds. Okay. I just thought it was something of like heroines you shoot up, you know.
No, Carowinds. It was a theme park that was originally owned by Paramount, but they dropped the license like in 2006 or something.
Oh, okay.
It's also tied to King's Dominion out.
Well, that's good. That's good.
And King's Mount and Cedar Point out, and there's another park out in Ohio, in Cedar Point, Ohio.
Cedar Point is Ohio. The one with the largest wooden roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Cedar Point.
Do you guys? Let me ask you guys this: all of you Busch Garden people, whether you're in the hey, look, you're getting support there, Mats. Let me ask you guys this: who have said Busch Gardens? Do you guys, when you guys go to Busch Gardens, do you always go to do you always go to like historic Williamsburg when you go, or do you just go to the theme park?
I didn't go to Busch Gardens in 2011. I just went to.
I don't know. I'm like big into like when we went down to Dollywood, we stopped at 3 Civil War sites on the way down and 2 on the way back. Like, I love that shit. So that's where I'm at on that. But Mets, do you have anything else for us tonight?
Let's take the Broncos to the fucking glue factory tomorrow. I mean,
did you give an official prediction?
I'll say 28-17 Jets. And let's just say the game between the Giants and Cowboys Thursday night was just as ugly as a fucking clown shoe.
Oh, that was brutal. I watched that whole game. I watched that whole game rooting for the fucking Giants.
I tried, and I was just like, I'm out of here. I was like, I got.
I mean, quite a few times my Twitch feed of the game cut out on me.
You had a Twitch feed of the game? Why did you just watch it?
Amazon Sports backdoors it through Twitch.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that.
Dano, the answer to this question is Mets is a Giants fan we've asked him this. Giants fan number 1, Jets fan number 2, Panthers fan number 3. I hope that clears that up.
You're glutton for punishment.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, I think the Panthers might actually do something this year with the old Red Rifle under center. Which is what they should have done in the first place of last year.
That's true.
I'll tell you what, Mets, it was nice seeing the Giants wearing actually blue uniforms against the Cowboys.
Didn't look like
because I just cannot fucking stand when they wear white and red.
Didn't look like a bunch of fucking Youpie stand-ins.
It's just I will never understand.
You know Murdoch, the Canadiens mascot, Youpie.
Yeah, the hockey. Okay.
Who was actually an Expos.
Oh well, you're talking about those. No, but I'm not even talking about those disgusting 100-year uniforms. I'm talking about their standard away or other jerseys that are white with red numbers. It's just, what are you doing?
They're awful.
I hate that shit. I hate it. They need to go back to their 80s uniforms. Period.
I'll be right back. I gotta plug this in.
Thank you, Mats. I appreciate you being here.
You're welcome.
No problem.
It was fun showing up for the stream. I'm sorry I couldn't stay longer.
Have a good night. I'll see you.
It's all right, Maddie. Maybe you can come in tomorrow afternoon for the game between the Yankees and Pirates, Mike.
I can promise you I won't make it for that one. I got to go.
Mike.
Oh, to Mike. Fine, whatever, bitch.
I mean, he's the Yankee fan, not you.
Oh yeah, you're doing the Yankee stream tomorrow. That's right.
And they really need it after they've been getting their asses handed to them by the Pirates.
No, I am, but Maddie's busy tomorrow. Maddie has a Johnny
My
Boy
day is
show at like
crazy.
10 a.m. or 8 a.m. his time. Then he's got
Yeah.
the Jets game at 1, and then I know he's doing something afterwards.
Sasha's
But
gotta
hey,
play.
Dre, Don. I don't see the
See you
Broncos
tomorrow,
scoring no more than a field goal tomorrow. Yeah, that's
I'll send you the
What's up?
link. I'll send you the link in Twitter.
and he
Yeah,
just
you may not be wrong.
that wasn't me. That wasn't me, by the way.
No, he
That's
does
just
that.
was like, I'll
he
send you
does
the,
that on his own.
yeah. But Dre Don, yeah, I look, I think we may get 10 points. I would bet more on 9 from the Broncos because I picture 3 field goals, and the Jets are going to score 2 to 3 touchdowns.
I
and
would
probably
really like it
2.
if we just kept them out of the end zone, though. If all their points came from field goals, I'd feel really good about it.
They don't really have
Yeah,
offensive weapons, Matty. Like,
Yeah, I know, but we've been hurt before. We've seen this team
Huh.
do this. They have to keep winning the games they got to win, It's like Mike said, taking out the trash is very important for the regular season. This is one of those, I don't want to hear any of that trap game bullshit.
Yeah,
Just
it's
go out
not-
there and do your job.
I feel good about this team, though. Of not
I do
falling
too.
into that. They're going to probably beat the teams they should beat.
That's how I feel. I feel like Rodgers, if they start looking like they're not going to handle business, he's just going to lose his shit. So
Well, I mean, if you think about it, throughout the years when we didn't beat teams we should have beat, it's always because we never have a quarterback.
yeah,
I don't think that's going to be a problem while he's here. So
yeah, it's so weird having a good quarterback.
Yeah, it's
just,
4.
how many third and longs did he convert?
Yeah,
And you're just like, oh, 3rd and 9, he got it.
yeah. Back and and even
Yes,
as
no, it's like-
far as a year ago, you're like, oh, 3rd and 9, fuck it, we're kicking
Yeah.
this.
Before it was like 3rd and 2. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, you're like, oh, maybe he'll fall forward enough.
Yeah, he's hoping. Oh, I'm not even worried about it anymore. I'm just like enjoying the games. I can't remember the last time I was just enjoying the games.
And that's the thing for me. Like, I don't do fantasy. I don't bet. Like, I get up Sunday. Like, tomorrow's gonna be a little hectic, but most of the time I get up Sunday. I just get a cup of coffee. I read the New York Post. If I run to the store before the game, I do that. And then I'm just happy. I sit down. I chill. Like, I'm not stressed. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't have to sit here and root for some asshole to get 23 yards against the Jets, but not score because I still want my Jets to win. I just want my team to win. That's all I worry about. It's wonderful.
What do you guys think here of what do you guys think here of Monique? Jets 6 TDs.
It's possible. I mean,
It is. That's the crazy thing. It's possible.
Miami put up 70 on them last year, and all the touchdowns went to the running backs.
That was so weird.
70 points. A-Chain had like 4 touchdowns. Mostert had like 3. It's just, they just ran the ball down their throats. And
well, that's the thing. It's like this season it just feels so different to me. And I said it at the top of the show. It's just, I have not felt like this since 98. And it was 98. Once Vinny took over, you get a couple games into that, and you saw how he was throwing the ball to Keyshawn and Wayne. And then you saw how Curtis Martin was running the ball and how he was just controlling the offense. And then we had a great defense to back that up. Since then, I am now starting to, unfortunately, get sucked into the cocky Jets fan mode. And it only comes around once every 20 or 30 years.
Yeah, it's a rarity.
But it's starting to happen, and I can only say it's like the only thing I can compare it to is the 98 season, and I don't know how many people in the comments section actually lived through that. But once again, I have no problem popping up this picture. This is me in the number 7 jersey, my little brother, and my dad. And this was obviously my dad didn't update his gear yet, because he's still wearing the old, which is now the new Jets stuff. But that was a 98 season against the Patriots. I believe that was a early December game. But yeah, it's like that season to me is so magical, and I feel like we're about to get something similar.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm so ready.
Which is funny because actually, on the thing in the back here, they just got to that. They got to the Bill Parcells era. If you notice, and behind me, you'll see Bill Parcells walking around telling people.
I just saw 6.
Yeah, no. Usually I put a game up behind me, and then the chat guesses what game it is. And usually they'll come in and someone will get it, and it's incredible. It's, you know, this little screen behind me, and they'll get it. I could put up an 80s game, I could put up a 90s, 2000s,
Bobby's
and they'll get it.
Bobby really.
Oh, he is really good. But the one behind, well, sometimes when I just don't have the time before a show to find a game, I just pop on the complete history of the New York Jets, and of course, complete means it goes to like 2003.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. But yeah, guys, tomorrow, look, there is, and I said this earlier, I don't know how you guys feel, and I talked about this with Dano last night. If this team gives up 2 or 3 touchdowns to the Broncos and wins, I still don't feel good. I still am pissed off, especially if we lose. Let's just put away we cannot lose this game. But if we win and it's like 10-6, I'm going to be livid. If we win and it's 31-27, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Right. Like, they need to stop the Denver Broncos. But I do want your guys' thoughts on that. Is a win? Will you feel good about a win, even if it's one of those scores? Murdoch, go.
I'm going to be happy with a win. A win's a win, but I will be concerned on how it looked. You know, like the 49ers game, I was like, fuck, our run defense is Swiss cheese. I saw us move the ball against them in the first quarter. We were up 7-3 in San Francisco, and we had a drive where Brees ran it in that we just moved that ball on that defense up and down that field. Boom. And then, you know, of course, we shit the bed afterwards, but I left that game with the notion that our run defense was trash. So I was concerned for that against a top echelon team. If we are deficient in any area of the game against these Broncos, I'm going to be concerned. I'm going to take the win, but I'm going to be like, fuck, you know, we still got that hole.
Maddie, what do you think? I mean, we got this guy in here, Post and Ghost, and I see what I get it. He's going to come in here, talk shit, and head out. But unfortunately for him, we love the people who come in and talk shit. Broncos.
Sorry, Maddie. You're going to run for 2.2 yards per carry all over us? Is that what you're going to do? Right. You're leading rusher. What are you talking about here? I'm going to run through y'all.
Yes,
and then this is the best.
Any retard.
I know what a him is now. It means he's the man.
Okay.
Bo is him. Yeah, we'll see about that.
We're not live tomorrow. We'll be back Tuesday.
When his face is mashed into the turf, and Will McDonald and Quinnen Williams are on top of him, come back, Post and Ghost. We'll see.
Yeah, we're on Tuesday at 8:00.
Yeah, come on back,
Denver. I'm on the mindset, like, if they win like 31-27, it'll be kind of like how I felt at the end of the Niners game, which is, okay, clearly the coaches need to get to work and tweak some shit because that's ridiculous. But I'll still be happy with a win as a win.
Hell yeah, we got another super chat in here, guys. You're kicking ass tonight. Let's hit that Jets chant. Jets. Scott Foster, channel member, always supporting the show, comes in with $1.99, says, old coach once told me never apologize for a win. No, once again, I'm not saying you have to apologize, Scott. I'm not saying you have to apologize for a win, but all us Jets fans are going to feel so much different tomorrow if the Jets beat them by 3 or 7 or don't cover the spread. What was the spread you said? 8?
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, if the Jets don't cover that, we're going to feel a lot worse than if the Jets, like, think about it. If the Jets go in there and blow them out like they did to the Patriots, you're feeling good going against the Vikings and the Bills the next 2 weeks. You're like, fuck yeah, we can handle this. What'd you say?
No, I was just letting you know, like, after your thought, I had a thought too. So
okay, and the last thing I'll say is, if it's close, like we were talking about, if it's a low scoring game, the Jets win 13-10, or the Jets win 31-27. All of a sudden, you're like, can we go in and can we beat the Vikings? Can we beat the Bills? I mean, go ahead, Murdoch.
I mean, you would think that, you know, once we get a big lead, which is expected, that we're just going to take the foot off the pedal, right? Don't forget what happened last year with Sean Payton running his fucking mouth about Hackett, to where Allen was pissed and couldn't wait for that Bronco game, you know, obviously before he got hurt. But we're all circling that Aaron's just going to be like, no, I'm just airing this shit out. We're putting a 50 burger on him. Now he can this year. So I expect him to give him a thorough ass whooping before they take them out for a blowout. You know what I mean? That's the incentive. It's just to teach them a lot.
Yeah, it's that's the thing. Last year, that only thing that mattered to me after Aaron Rodgers went down was beating the Broncos because of Sean Payton's big mouth. And I noticed he's been pretty quiet this year. So,
Post and Ghost says, I'll be back tomorrow, boys. It's Tuesday. I mean, I'll have a reaction video tomorrow, and there's a good chance I'll go live at some point tomorrow or Monday night. But our next actual scheduled live show, is Tuesday at 10 o'clock
I told
p.m.
him.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, yeah, okay.
I
and
got him scored in the comments.
When you come back Tuesday night, you can apologize for your dumb comments. Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, look, it's cool to be cocky, but when you're cocky about a shit team like the Denver Broncos, I mean, you've got, that's a crazy hill to stand on. So exactly. It is what it is. But I respect it. I respect it. He comes into a Jet show talking all this shit, and he knows he's gonna get blown out tomorrow, and he's gonna be embarrassed. And then you also know that he's not gonna then show up on Tuesday night. It's just not gonna happen.
You know what he needs?
Philip got the gift membership.
Nice, awesome. Hold on one second. Let's do some catch up here. We've got when you are a channel member, when you are part of the Midnight Mafia, at the end of every month, you get a free super chat, and we got one right now, ladies and gentlemen. Jets. Clancy, Jets, channel member for 3 months. You are 3 months away from getting your Vinny Testaverde jersey next to your name. Great show, boys. As always, sup, Murdog. LOL, see ya mañana, which that is tomorrow for you folks who don't speak Spanish. Let's go Jets tomorrow. Big W, 28-13 Jets. Vote for Midnite and Midnite 2024. Is that me and Bobby? We're going to run for... I'm sorry. I hate to say this. I've been Midnight Mike for 12 years now. I am the Midnight. Okay.
It looks like you're only running for vice president.
Yeah, no, we need to switch that around, Clancy. Sorry. I love Bobby, but let's be real here. And then we have another gifted channel membership, which gets the Jets chant. Jets. Travis P gifting another channel membership. Thank you so much. You guys are kicking ass tonight and making me look good. I love it when the end of the month you guys come strong like this. Always makes me feel good. Posting Ghost comes in and says, I like you guys. Say, I'll tell you what, a lot of Miami Dolphins fans come in here. A lot of Bills fans will come in here, and they'll end up, after seeing how we work, and we'll shit talk back and forth with you, and you're not going to get banned. You're not going to get, shadow realm, whatever you call it. None of that's happening here. And usually they come back and say that. So I appreciate that, Posting Ghost.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving down. Let me just check. All right. We got one more person to come in because we are almost to the 2-hour mark on this show. And that, of course, would be the end of the show. So let's bring him in. Look, we got the family now meeting. It's now the family, the Midnight Mafia family. One of our other capitans, Sean Neutron, our Vikings correspondent. How you doing, Sean?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good to see you.
What's up, Murdoch? How you doing, man? Nice to meet you, man.
What's up, brother?
Doing good. Ready for tomorrow. Ready for the Packers.
Yeah, my father.
Yeah, they're getting Jordan.
Man, that's gonna be fun.
And I think Jordan Love's going to be active.
Yep.
I don't really see that as.
What do you think?
My mentality doesn't change with that because we've been giving trouble to Purdy and Stroud. Flores finds ways for the defense to really confuse them, and you don't know what they're going to do. Because I don't recall seeing Stroud and Purdy lost like that before, like they were. So the fact that we almost held the Texans, I think we almost shut up the Niners in the first half, and we almost shut up the Texans in the first half each time. So, that's just you can't ask for better starts to games than that on the defensive side. So I don't care that it's in Green Bay either.
Hold on. Yeah, the fact that Jordan Love is coming back is not bothering you. You still feel that confident in going into Green Bay?
Yeah. That doesn't really bother me either. I just think I've been telling people in the offseason that the defense is really going to do the heavy lifting. I haven't expected this offense really at all. I knew he had the weapons. I knew if he didn't turn the ball over, he'd be good. But he's not only not turning the ball over, he's excelling, and he's actually like, making his players better, even when Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson weren't on the field. So to see him, Darnold, have that confidence, I mean, that means a lot heading into games.
This comment is crazy.
So what do you think? Stay humble, guys. Unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers is the Jets' Achilles heel. Yeah, look, I think he's one of our Broncos fans. So or not Broncos, he's a Buffalo fan. So he's coming in and yeah, he's starting to shake because he knows in 2 weeks, Monday Night Football, Jet Life Stadium, he knows that the Jets are just going to completely humble the Buffalo Bills. And that's the thing. Buffalo Bills fans have no room to talk. We beat them the past 2 years with Zach Wilson. You don't think we could come in with Aaron Rodgers and take you out? You're dreaming, kid. Sorry. So, Sean, let me ask you, the Jets are playing the Broncos. What are your thoughts on that game?
Broncos surprised me last week. I'm not going to lie. I mean, there is some talent there for sure. You don't want to, overlook them by any means, but you guys are looking really strong right now. And I think you're only getting more comfortable. I think Rodgers will get more comfortable with Garrett Wilson. He'll get him the ball more. And that two-headed running back attack is just the fact that Braylon Allen was getting more yards than Breece surprised me. So, I mean, you're not having any drop off once Breece Hall leaves the game. Two physical backs. So
here's what I'm gonna do. We're pretty much the 2 hour mark. What I want to do is I want to go around the room, and I know there's still a week before this happens, but the Jets and the Vikings in London in a week. When this season originally started, I would have said I'm 100% sure the Jets are going to beat the Vikings in London. That's changed now. Okay. It changed. Actually, no, you know what? When the season started, or before the season started, I would have said that the Jets were 80% chance going to beat the Vikings. Then when JJ went down, it went to 100%. Now watching the way Sam has been playing, I'm going to have to say I'm 70% sure that the Jets win that game. Maddie, what is your percentage?
I'm about 2/3, about 66 and 2/3. I do think that, and Sean, I love you, but I do think that the honeymoon is going to end and it's going to come crashing down hard.
I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, you have to have that confidence in your team, and you guys have a good team. So, I mean, I can't blame any three of you guys for feeling that way at all.
But I mean, like I say, if nothing else, I mean, I remember, talking to you, I think it was on Twitter, and when I was just like, dude, God hates you. Like, he clearly hates you more than he hates us for a change.
And I was even saying going into the Texans game, I was like, if it all comes crashing down this week and we get blown out, it was a great 2 weeks, So I wasn't sitting there getting high off, off anything.
You guys are you're riding a hot streak and good for you. So, and there's no ill will on my end towards the Vikings or anything like that. So I'm excited to watch you guys play tomorrow.
We lost Misty.
What's that?
What's that?
What'd you say?
Maddie, we lost you for like 15 seconds.
Oh, really? Weird. My bad. But yeah, either way, I'm excited for tomorrow. It'll be fun. And I'm definitely going to be watching you guys' score. If I'm sure it'll be on at the bar that Sasha and I are going to go day drink at, because that's what I do with my children. And but yeah, I'm excited, and about 2/3 still believing in the Jets, but going to be paying very close attention to your game tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, Jetstream Murdog. What if you had to put a percentage on the Jets beating the Vikings? What would it be?
Yeah, I like where you guys were at between 66 and 70. I'm kind of right there with you guys. But, I did have a question for Shawnee was, is Addison back for you guys?
He's back this week, yeah. So that, if he can get comfortable, we're still waiting on Hawkinson. He might not come back to like week 8, but Addison's back and Jones is there. So I'm really excited.
Well, because if you have two decent, well, obviously Jefferson's more than decent, but I mean, two capable receivers with Addison and Jefferson, and then you got a Hawkinson and a pretty good running back in Aaron Jones. You guys are dangerous, and you can make. Listen, we had Sam Darnold. We saw all his freckles. You know what I mean? So, all that support around him, he could be dangerous if he gets hot. But without those guys, I don't know. Are you relying on Johnny Munt or Naylor? I mean,
well, the crazy part is, he didn't have any of those guys when he had that 7-minute drive before they kicked that field goal against San Francisco. So, that was very interesting. I was surprised, as anyone was.
Yeah, I don't know who you guys are going to have for our game or who's going to be out, but
yeah,
I think if we lock down Jefferson, I think you guys are going to be in a little bit of trouble. My opinion. Hopefully we could take him away, but if Jefferson goes off, it's going to be a lot harder for us. It's going to be an uphill battle.
And we would need Addison at 100%. So if you were able to lock down Jefferson, we would definitely need Addison. I mean, he showed last year he had games where he'd have 150, yards and 2 touchdowns when they were shutting down Jefferson.
Yeah, see, because what I like about this Jets team is like we have Garrett, who's an up and coming star in the league.
Yeah,
we love him, but the league is starting to find out. But even they've been doubling him, and when they're taking away Garrett, Lazard's stepping up. We got 2 running backs, so
and you got Conklin's been doing pretty well.
When you throw to him, sure. So we're confident that we have other weapons that you could take away our top guy, but we'll kill you with other dudes. So I don't know if you're confident that if we take away Jefferson, do you think your secondary players could, carry?
I mean, the Naylor surprised me too. I think it was last week. At one point, we had, it was a penalty or something had happened one play, and then the very next play, something happened. No, Darnold came back from his injury. In the very next play, he threw a 30-yard touchdown to Naylor, but then he got called back for holding. But it's just crazy to think that, like, boom, we can put points there with anybody else. And like I said, he's making these role players seem like bigger players, which is a good thing. So my percentage is 60%. I'm 60% confident we'll win that game.
You are 60% sure the Vikings will win that game.
Yeah. I think it's a fair estimate. I think
Well, that's fair, and I'm glad you're. You like you said to us, you got to support your team.
Yeah.
You got.
But at the same time, you can't be unrealistic and go, I'm 90%. Like that's just, I have to give you guys credit. I can't take anything away from the Jets.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting, and once again, we all may have different thoughts after this week in football. So we'll see what happens. Anything can happen. The Vikings heading into Green Bay, the Broncos heading into JetLife Stadium to take on our New York Jets, and we will see. So, hey, look, we're to the 2-hour mark. We got to start wrapping it up. Everybody, please hit that thumbs up button. We want to try to get past, even if you're watching on the replay, try to get us past 60 likes. I think that's our record for live shows. Obviously, we're not going to beat the my regular video show, likes. That's like in the hundreds, but live shows, 60 likes. Let's do it. Let's try to get that. Subscribe if you're new. Anybody else want to give some channel memberships, stream, super chats, things like that? Get them in now. But Sean, thank you so much for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you Tuesday night. If not, next Saturday. And then
I'll be here Tuesday.
All right, boy.
Yeah, and next week is definitely going to be very interesting because finally our 2 teams will be playing each other.
I'm excited, guys. And like I said, we'll think of something to wager on. And, once again, great to talk with all you guys. And nice to meet you, Murdoch.
You too, brother.
Well, wait, hold on real quick. I'll tell you this, Sean. Here's what I'll do.
What's that?
I don't know if I can do it for a whole show. What I was going to say is I will change every graphic on my screen for a show to Viking stuff. And I'll make a Midnight Mike show Vikings graphic. I'll change the bottom scroll to purple. I'll change all our names to purple, but I don't know how you would. I don't know how you would be able to come back at that. Like if you lose, like
if we lose, maybe I'll buy a Jets T-shirt and wear it on an episode.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to figure out something. But I could definitely figure out a way to change every graphic on this show for like a Tuesday night show.
Yeah,
to purple and just I'm not.
Maybe I'll hang around a little longer than usual.
There you go. All right, Sean. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Later, bud.
See you next time,
brother.
All right, Murdoch. Tomorrow, are you going live during the game?
Yes, I'm going.
And
live.
I want to swing on. Like I said, will you send me the link via Twitter or something like that?
Yeah, however you want. Yeah, I could send it to you on Twitter or anywhere really. Yeah, I'll get it to you. Isn't it the same one if you use the same studio?
I guess for you, I use a different studio every time just because I don't want, people being able to get on who, like when it's time for call-ins, then I put it in. But like, and then with you and Maddie and Sean, you guys get that private one so you guys can get in early. So I don't know how you have it set up on your StreamYard.
Well, nobody watches my channel or my show, so it's.
We're trying to fix that. That's the whole point.
I know.
I know. No one watches my streams.
I don't know what to tell you, Maddie. I don't even know how to promote Twitch. But I can. I've helped Tommy Jets work on his YouTube channel. I'll do anything I can to help Murdog, bump his channel. Guys, there's like 40 in here right now. Jets, as we're about to go off the air, go over to the Jet, put in the search, the Jet Stream Murdog. That's what I did to first find it. And it shows up. Oh yeah, there it is at the bottom at the Jet _ stream. But even if you put in the search the Jet Stream Murdog, it will show up. So
Murdog 5,
yeah, find that and get him subscribe to his channel, and I'll be on there tomorrow at some point during the game. I know I have to get some food and whatever, but I want to get on there for a bit and have some fun and check it out, please. Anything else you want to promote, Murdog? I wanted to make sure that we talked about.
You're a good brother. We just with the channel, I'm trying to do Jets watch parties as every week, and if we get enough people that want to hang out, we could do like shows randomly. I also have a Discord, the Jetstream Discord, that I can get links to where it's easier.
I've got to figure that shit out. Figure that shit out because on my old phone, I tried to get the app for Discord and it didn't work. Then when I got a new phone, I was like, oh, so I should be able to get Discord, and it still does not work on my phone, and I just can't figure it out.
Really? That's weird.
I hear so much about this Discord, and I can never be a part of it.
It's just a great chat app. I mean, you could use it to make phone calls, video calls. You could have 100 people and 100 people on the call at once. We have DP parties.
It'd be like a Bobby Midnite show, essentially.
Be a Bobby Midnite show with
100 people.
With no, you can. Yeah, no, it's just like it's a hangout with a little bit more Jets talk. Nobody's getting kicked and banned for nonsense. But yeah, I mean, the idea was just to be basically a very similar thing, like a relaxed atmosphere to just hang out and bond with other Jet fans. And it was for people that, like I wrote in my description for the channel, there's a lot of content creators out there for the Jets and a lot of viewers, but a lot of people they don't like to call in too much, or they don't want to be front and center, but they want to give their opinions, but they just don't want to be on the camera, focused on them.
So just type it in and just talk that way.
Yeah. But now with what I was trying to do is like, you can come on camera with, 5, 10 people, 2 people, it doesn't matter. And just be relaxed. It's just a hangout session. And then you give your opinions on whatever. It's just like a more relaxed atmosphere. It's a chill spot. No pressure.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah. It's just, I thought it would be fun. So, but we need people in there. So yeah. I don't want to go live and I'm staring and there's a big fat 0.
Right.
That's one thing I didn't want to do. So I'm in a lot of channels. I watch a lot of people's shows. I try to support everybody that's a Jet fan and Jet content creator. So I was hoping that we could all just support my channel as well. So
yeah.
It's all fan.
Well, that's what we're saying. Like, look, there's a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. And I appreciate everybody for supporting this show. But tomorrow morning, you wake up. If you're on the East Coast, 10:30, you go, you support Johnny Boy and Snowball. Murdog's going to be on there. Maddie's going to be on there. It's going to be awesome. Then when game time hits, join Murdog on the Jet Stream. And I'll pop in there and we're going to have a good time. So once again, I might be tough because I've never been, I'm going to say that, yeah, I've never been live during a Jets game. And once again, I'm just going to be on my couch. Like,
what's good about it, Mikey, is when the Jets do something good, you're pumped up together. When something bad happens, everyone's like, oh, fuck, together. Yeah. We're going through it together because we all love this team. It's just like a support system, good and bad. So we just go through the games together. And, so that's why I find it fun. The play happens. We'll all watch the play and we're kind of talking about it.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, for the match game,
Scott, tomorrow, I don't know if I could do that. Like, once again, if I was
an all-nighter
for the match game, what?
Well, I was gonna say you guys could find the match game. It's on the channel, Snowball's channel, Johnny's channel. It's called Jets Worldwide. Search that on YouTube. You'll find the
Yep.
The Avatar.
Wide.
Jets wide. Yeah. So it's Jets Worldwide. I believe it's one word, but if not, split it up. Show starts at 10:30 in the mornings on Sundays. We have a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be fun tomorrow.
I told
Matt, are you
Maddie
panel or contesting?
All right.
Oh, you don't know.
Panel. He's panel.
I just got told show up at 8:15 my time. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I think he's panel. I thought he was panel.
I would imagine.
But all right, we're gonna head out of here. Murdoch, thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thanks, boys. Have a good one.
Always a pleasure, brother.
All right, Maddie.
Another
show in the books, a very successful show in the books. We are going to be burying the Denver Broncos tomorrow. Let's have a blast. Let's enjoy, everybody. I think I'm going to order a pizza to myself. The family won't be here. I'm going to get a large cheese pizza just for me.
I remember I did that one time. I don't remember where everybody was. And there wasn't even football on, but it was like a weekday, and I was home. And I was like, I just ordered a pizza and just threw like whatever on TV. I think I watched a movie and just sat there and was just like, oh, this is living.
Matthew Frank says, Jets fan in Philly, rock.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, man. I lived in Philly for like 10 plus years, over a decade. 15th and Fitzwater, and then 23rd and Garrett. So that's where I was at. All South Philly pretty much, but it is what it is. Thank you for being here. Please, guys, hit those thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. We're about to head out of here. So on your way out, like I said, what I need you to do is hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and then as soon as I go off the air, go over, find the Jet stream, Murdoch, hit the likes or hit the subscribe, get him some more subscriptions so that when I get on there tomorrow, me and Murdoch can have fun with you guys. I would love that. But Maddie, anything else? We could head out of here.
Nah, man, I got nothing. Just like I say, I'll be up in the morning doing Johnny Boy's show. If Maddie is a starfish, I think that's a good thing. But either way, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow morning. Johnny, thanks again for the invite, and guys, appreciate everybody being here. Had a great time, and I can't wait to see you next time.
Have a good one, Maddie. All right. That is it, guys. I didn't even realize that this had ended over here. Let's pop that down. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. It was the end of the month, and as you guys all know, I always try to make a nice push at the end of the month, and you guys came through hardcore. I really appreciate all the channel memberships, the gifted channel memberships, the super chats, all the likes and subscribes, and we got some new fans from other teams in here tonight, and I just think that's awesome because the Jets community is awesome, but it's awesome when we can be a place where fans from other teams can actually come in and we can all just we'll curse at each other. We'll fucking call each other names. We'll whatever. And no one has to worry about getting, banned or blocked or anything like that. Now there's people in the chat who may block you because there's some guys who are in here who are like, I don't think people are seeing. Some of them might, but I'll bring you up. I'll bring you up on my stream. I'll make sure to bring up your comments when I see them because I love interacting with people, especially Dolphins fans. Because if you all haven't remembered, they haven't won a playoff game since the World Trade Center was still standing. Let's keep that in mind, folks. So anytime a Dolphins fan tries to act big time you as a Jets fan, be like, hey, since the World Trade Center was standing, we've been to 2 AFC championship games and we've won 6 playoff games. How about you? That'll shut them down pretty damn quick. I am your late night New York Jets host, Midnight Mike. This is the place for blue collar Jets fans who bleed green, the Midnight Mike Show, and I can't wait to see you next time.